searching for Jones, and then Jaden Hunt just bangs it onto his boot. Long ball. There's Fritsch. Bailey Fritsch on debut. What a way to start your career. Tui Parsons, Zach Smith. Long ball. Here he goes in his first game. Asava Ratugolea. His first kick on the game's biggest ground. And he splits the middle. Asava is on the board.
The end of it though, so a little opportunity here for Kelly. Tried to find Hawkins on the lead with a precise kick, couldn't get it. Menzel around the body. That's what Menzel does best.
So Smith and Pedersen. Gary at the fall of the ball, got a couple of demons to deal with. Ball spills, missed by Wagner, picked up by Parsons. Fogarty! Another debutant on the board in the first term.
Neil Bullen, well done to him. Ablett, really well done by Fogarty. Blitzarves, here's Selwood, turned the right way, quick kick over the shoulder was impressive as well. Here goes Gaz, shapes up, 45 and closing the little master. Nails it, crowd erupts for the Cats.
Oliver hemmed in Harms, changed numbers this year, taken the 4 of Jack Watts. Bailey Fritsch has lost it in the air. Jesse Hogan for number 2. Can he tumble it through? It's raining goals at the G.
Yeah, just got an update on Harry Taylor. He's got a plantar fasciitis concern. He's just trying to move around and see if he can warm up that injury. They're not sure whether he'll return just yet.
It's the physio of Geelong putting a rubber glove on the foot of Harry Taylor. We don't know why that would be, but a rubber glove. Interesting. No?
Well, here's a chance for the D's. Harms to Oliver to goal. Yep. D's have got another.
I reckon he needs a couple of those too, Jakey Lever, just to settle himself.
Ablett front spot, just knocked it over the top. Murdoch. Little give was great to Tui, then he runs into a bit of trouble. Runs away from Salem. Ratugolea takes on 1, 2, 3, 4 D's and then misses Gary. Junior good enough to Menegola. Selwood. Saw Gregson. He can move it on to a couple of options. Long ball to the square. Going back Menzel. Well-weighted ball. Just hits it to the top of the square. Pedersen. He had it lined up a long way up. Couldn't clean up. Menegola went searching with a handball. Here's a chance. Kelly around the corner. Kelly! He gets his first.
17 goals collectively kicked here. We continue on this goal-scoring rampage here in the second quarter. Cam Guthrie got around one, slid the handball to Puffett. He turns around to the 360. Kelly involved. Back to Guthrie. Takes on Salem. Turns the kick around the corner. Brilliant licking play from Cam Guthrie. Over the top of it here, Fogarty. Handball Hawkins. Linking play. Good stuff, Parsons. Long way from home. Here's the dangerous Menzel. Ablett with him. Knocks to Ablett. Thought about going himself. Murdoch follows up. Brilliant team play. Needed a front and centre there. Did well, Wagner. Got the little handball away. Plenty of Melbourne players here. Peterson. Little one up the middle. Petrarca was turning before he even got it. On to Hannon. Got a bit of speed. Needs poise. They need a goal. They need a goal. And they got the one they needed.
Says all okay. And then Petrarca. Low ball inside 50. Garlett. Can he add to this tally for the D's? We've got the first 2 of the third. Kolodjasny. Tui. Hard up against the line with plenty of pressure. Zach Guthrie now. Garlett still chases the football. Melksham just a couple of metres back to Neil Bullen. Bouncing ball. It's bounced perfectly. The D's get 3 in a row. Inside to Duncan. One of the 5 that Ablett played alongside in years gone by was Mitch Duncan. Zach Smith. Menzel ends up with it outside of the boot. They get their first to the term.
Tapped and recovered. Selwood kept the arms clear, or pinned one in fact. It was a good tackle by Wagner, wasn't it?
Let's just take a look at that tackle again. There's Wagner. Oh, it looks like ankle or knee.
Could have been either.
Left knee doesn't look good there.
Stewart. Zach Guthrie had to go back. Little handball over the top to Stewart. He arches the back to stay away from Frisch. Now Guthrie deep inside 50. Menzel setting up for the standard drop punt attack on goal. And that's a goal. No problems. He's got 4.
Takes another bounce. The chase is on. Gregson almost runs him down. To half forward, Garlett into the back of Tui. Umpire said, all okay.
I didn't think that was a blatant push. Yours.
Chris Scott disagreed. So too Tui. And now a chance for Hogan.
Little handball back into Jeddah. Knew he couldn't take possession of it. Kelly gives it off here. Parfitt goes deep. Long. Menzo! What a grab! More importantly than any of that, he'll give them a double-figure lead. And he has missed. He's got to go back, settle down, aim at the left goal post. Left goal post, hang it up there, and let it come back. He doesn't attempt it. Sticks it to Gawn! Big Max Gawn is going to have a shot from 20 out. And remember, the clock doesn't stop until the goal umpire signals what it is. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. Gawn has kicked the goal. No, he's missed. No, he's missed. Gawn's missed. 8 seconds left. Gawn has missed.
This is the last kick of the match, perhaps. He won't even get it away.
He's played on.
The Cats get home by the skin of their teeth.
All the news,
all the drama,
all the clubs,
all the pain,
all the passion,
all for you.
and all for free.
I'm Nat Edwards.
And I'm Matt Thompson.
Footy Feed, weekdays on afl.com.au.
Determined stuff at ground level by Zorko. Now Hogan had to sit and he makes it stick. Had his name written all over it. Hogan moves in for the opening goal of the Knights. 6 straight last time they met, and he's got 1 straight tonight. Hulk Hogan. And now Tom Bugg had a chance. Little fumble from him and the opportunity was gone. Gardner knew he had support, and Luke Hodge out the back. That kick straight to Garlett though. Jeff Garlett, their leading goal kicker last season, 42 goals, 28 behinds. Trying to steer this one home. They've got the first 2 majors of the night, the D's. Witherden, who takes so many kick-ins, favourite for the Rising Star this year, even though he played quite a bit of footy last year. That won't help his cause.
Is he a lazy kick? I've seen him miss a lot of targets.
Tyson's kick is a beauty. Neil Bullen, much easier one for him. Hits that one perfectly. And they've got the first 3 majors of the night, the D's. They're looking really good. Last season, Matheson just steps around Lewis, allows him to go deep inside forward 50. Walker came late. Hipwood was there as well. And they took him on. That's holding the ball. Wagner picked off. This would be a team lifter. They need one, Brisbane. Christensen in game number 100. Brisbane are bundying on right now. Plays on over to Salem. Takes some off it. Bugg on the fumble. Hand pass a little behind. And able to find Hogan. He's going to get 3 on the board. He's having a night out, is Jesse. 1 out is Rayner. Trying to nudge his man under the ball. Now Tyson. Risky handball. Back to Lever, who was under enormous pressure. Turned it over as a result. McCluggage. Good pick out of Buick at full steam. And they've got 2 now, Brisbane. Garlett was screaming for it alongside. He tries to put one out in front of Jeffy and say, run onto that one. Garlett doesn't need a second invitation. Now he goes long. Penetrating kick. It's a wonderful kick to Jones.
Watch it here. So grabs his neck, pulls him down, and then the knee comes into the stomach. Yeah.
You see the pain etched on his face there. Bailey Fritsch, this would be so unfortunate for the 21-year-old who's worked his way
Hopefully he's okay.
Hipwood under pressure inside defensive 50. Coughs it up to Petrarca. Now we're hunting in numbers again. Hodge. His spoil only as far as Jones, who improvised beautifully to get the first on the board in the third turn. Trying to hack it out of the air was Robertson. Now Walker spills out to Zorko. Cox encouraged to go for goal. They love it. Cedric Cox. Here come Brisbane. Now it's hacked inside forward 50. Lever trying to play the intercept man. Another free kick picked out close to goal. This time it's Cameron. You're going to let him come around the corner?
From that angle, yes.
And why not? When he can bend it like that. Charlie Cameron is going to become a fan favourite at the Gabba. Brisbane are pouring it on in the third turn. Goes longer to Walker. 3-on-1. Well done, Walker, to make a contest and bring it to ground for McCluggage, who thought about the handball. This is a better option because Charlie Cameron's there again. What a difference he's making. He works so hard to make position, Charlie Cameron, that he takes the opportunity to suck in the big ones before the set shot. He's bringing it back again. He's got 2 in a minute. Charlie Cameron and Brisbane have halved the three-quarter time deficit.
So now if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 behind the ball again for the Demons.
Zorko. Here we go. Dane Zorko. He's a finisher. 1 goal the difference. And the Brisbane Lions and their fans are super pumped up now. Buick has time to swing onto his left. Top of the goal square. Free kick. Has to be. They'll be level in a moment. Christensen will have a point-blank shot.
And this puts some level, Speedy.
Can you believe the comeback? Alan Christensen in his milestone game levels the scores. Petrarca reading it so well off hands. Off the side of the boot a little. Great body put on by Melksham. And he knew he had Garlett streaming through. Back-to-back goals coming up for Jeffy. And Melbourne open up that lead again to 2 straight goals. Good handball inside. And now they were nearly out if that kick found Leicester. He still keeps it alive. And he gets a shout inside. Eric Hipwood, it's your time. He's got it. A goal the difference. Cedric Cox did well to shield it away from Garlett, but then Garlett got the smothering. And now he's away again. Lowers the eyes, looking for Hogan. Buggs streaming through the middle. Hogan goes for goal. What a finish from Jesse. He's got 5. Missed out on the finals last year through percentage, 0.5 of a percentage point. So every goal's handy, and Fritsch has 2 tonight. And Melbourne have their first win at the Gabba since 2010. They're 1-1 to start the season. Brisbane put up a brave fight, but they're 0-2.
Salem in towards full forward. Bailey Fritsch is at the back, but Magic Door.
Oh, it's a good start.
Goes long up towards half forward. Coming over the top to spoil was Harms. Socket off the ground. Higgins couldn't take it cleanly. Gets cleaned up, loses the footy, wants it back again. An opportunity for Rovat. Rovat goes in towards the pocket. Around the body goes Waite, and Waite has kicked the goal.
They've got players back now.
Look at
Melbourne, that is. Door. Bang! Down he goes. He is dishing it out today, Magic Door.
No, just kept in play. Oh, if you don't mind. Anderson. What a grab.
That was a good grab.
Oh, he's just landed, by the way. Here's Davies Uniacke up towards Brown and co. No one's able to take the mark. They've got a player loose in Waite. Waite is going to stroll into the open goal. Sensational passionate play by the Kangaroos. He's got 2.
Great mark there. That's over Jesse Hogan.
Trying to go over the top was Neil Bullen. Harms followed play down and managed to sock it off the ground. But now a ripping tackle, and the D's have got the opportunity of kicking 2 within a minute. It's courtesy of that tackle.
Oh, well, we're all up the ball here. McMillan limped away. And Bug just, no, it was Salem, just sat him on his backside. He got up limping.
Stopping them. They're not getting any flow to their play. Melbourne at any
stage. Oh, Magic Door! Oh, what a day. Sorry to interrupt, Benny Dixon.
I nearly called it myself, Ed.
The big long kick forward. That's the way you want it off the hand of the pack. Fritsch into the open goal. The tradie comes in and kicks his goal. The tradie from Coldstream. Up towards full forward. Goldstein, he's got it now. Umpire says there were 2 grabs on it. The ball spills around to Hartan. They need this. The Kangas. That's a goal. He's put it through.
Lever leaves it for Hibberd. Jetta, last line of defence. Ball still in play. Jones late on the tackle. McDonald kicks up towards Hibberd with courage.
Oh, good stuff.
I tell you what, there's plenty of feeling in this.
There is.
It's good aggressive footy. High up and under. Good luck marking that. Gorn almost did. The ball hits the deck. It's picked up by a man, Fritsch. Beautiful kick. Hogan! Goal! His first. He was a tradie. He's getting up at 5:30. His father's a local legend in the Coldstream football area. Great stuff. And here he's out there playing for Melbourne on CG.
Oh, what a mistake! What a mistake! And Garlett gets the goal.
And anyway, they've got the free kick again. Melbourne, as it comes out to Lewis. Lewis's kick to the pocket is an absolute belter. And Petraka comes out full-chested, takes the mark. Swings around, kicks for goal. He puts it through. Look at that one. He looks at the crowd and punches the air.
Neil Bullen, centering ball. Jetta. Oh, crunchy goes, and he's knocked Benny Brown flat. Zeeble goes long. Penetrating kick in towards half forward. Brown used the body and he just slung his opponent out of the way and asserted his authority, saying, "This is mine." And he took it. Going short. And, well, it could have been marked by Anderson. He elected to try and spike it away.
Someone's down by and play there too.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
A Melbourne player.
I think it's
Melksham.
Yeah, Jack Zeeble jumped up to grab that ball and just hit Melksham high.
Here we go. Salem inside 50. Good kick, good defence by the Kangaroos. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Garland over the top. Oh, Jack! Lewis, handball inside. He got it eventually.
He deserved
Garland
that,
got it eventually.
He got it. He should have kicked the goal, then he got it after about 5 possessions.
Has to give a little ground here. They may go to Jones. No, Oliver goes short towards Tyson. He gives it off quickly. It's flicked in towards full forward. Gawn was there, but he was at the back of the pack. Now Gawn gets maybe an opportunity, taking it from Clark. A snap at goal. He's got that one. Down towards the half-forward line. A tired-looking Waite gives chase now. Going onto the left boot. He dribbles it in towards Brown. Hardly had the required distance. McDonald almost had his head taken off. No free kick. And the umpire sees it over the line. And we've got a free kick.
Waite will get the free kick.
Going to Waite.
Huge kick.
Still only played 11 minutes in this final term. That's a good goal. That may be the one that lifts them.
One more goal, you reckon, will do it for Melbourne. Up forward, almost the mark. Oliver just flicks it up. Nice play. That was Fritsch, who's been good today for the Melbourne side. Oh, beautiful shrug of the hips from Jones, and the kick was magnificent. And Garlett comes out and meets it full-chested and will line up to give his club the best chance they've had in 18 encounters to get the points against the Kangaroos.
Inside 50. Gawn. Oh! I'll start the day with a big one, and I might just finish the day with a big one. Fritsch is there. Jones is there. So too Bug and Hogan. And this is where it's heading now. Majak Daw may be going to... Bug's at the back.
How does that happen?
3 of them flew. Buggy just said, "I'll stay at the back," and it falls into his arms.
I don't think Buggy saw it till it hit him in the chest.
And this could be the one to end this drought. It's been going since round 20, 2006. 20 metres out. He gets the goal. The D's are going to break the drought as he has 4. They're just counting it down now. And that's all they have to do, because finally the drought is over. Melbourne, after 18 attempts, have at last defeated North Melbourne.
umpire Dean Margetts today, Ray Chamberlain and Nick Foote, and they are going to throw the ball up for most of the day. O'Meara out of the middle goes long and deep. Talk about a man we haven't spoken much about this year. We only spoke about him last year when he didn't play a lot. Bruce, what a pick-up in the wet that was, and what a finish.
Taken by Melksham. He takes Mitchell on. Does get the hands free. Jones's handball, exceptional to Fritsch. Fritsch can go to Hogan. Play on the call. Oliver. Hogan. He's got Brayshaw on the outside. He goes himself. He's 65 from home. Puts it into the path of Fritsch. Stratton will arrive late. Well-timed fist. Brayshaw to tidy it up at 50. Uses Kent. Measures it from 49 metres. He's got 3.
Wagner, Lewis got one high. Bruce from the boundary line, trying to centre it up a little bit. 2-on-1. Gunston, beautiful tap down by Hibbard. Now Lever ran over the top of the ball. Puopolo just needs a little mini chance. Living dangerously when guys like Gunston are around. Petrarca, correct call too, I might add. Gone, just shoved McAvoy out of the way. Did Max Gordon, they're getting into McAvoy. This is where he missed against Geelong to lose the game. Maxi Gordon, remember he kicked it left. Identical! Maxi's kicked the identical kick from the identical spot. Different situation, I know. Difficult bouncing ball. Here's Puopolo, like the little tank that he is. Forces the turnover. Shields is going to whack it deep inside 50. Lever and Bruce. Rioli's there, off hands. Picked up. Bruce, left foot snap. Brilliant stuff. The Hawks.
Bruce plays on. Kick inside 50. Gunston, roughhead. Off the hands of the contest. Dangerous at the back. Puopolo. 3-on-2 in the air. McDonald got a hand to it. Rioli at ground level from 48 metres. Bends it over the top to Henderson, who can run into an open goal. And the Hawks are in front. Good tough football at the MCG. Here's the ball with Sicily.
Well done, Melbourne. Sicily got nailed in that tackle from Jeddah.
Absolutely lightning quick. He almost waits for you to get a bit of confidence up and slow down.
He's got him manned up. And there is the miscommunication. Henderson comes out, sits Neil Bullen down. Impey, Rioli slaps it out. Opportunity here for the Hawks. Roughhead, Henderson, Puopolo. That was a breakdown in communication on the switch.
So holding him off at the moment. Check him out again at half-time. 44 seconds in the first half remaining.
Gorn at the front, McAvoy at the back. Read off the hands by Sicily. Spirals a high ball over the centre of the ground. It's a race back towards the punt road goal. O'Brien and Frost both go to ground. That opens the door. O'Meara puts on the Jets, runs to 10 metres and suckers the goal.
Now Gunston ground level. It's really slippery like a cake of soap at the moment. Roughhead just puts it to the top of the square. Real dangerous place here for the Melbourne defenders. Isaac.
Well, again, Melbourne are around 5-10 metres out from goal. They just haven't cleared this ball well at all today. 3 players went up. Isaac Smith, just smart, stay down. It's going to be very difficult, as he reminds McDonald there of what they did wrong in defence.
Lewis takes O'Meara out. Ball still alive here for the Hawks. Puopolo, magnificent handball inside to Shields. He's got Morrison and O'Brien heading goalward. O'Brien's just got to turn around. They worked it well. Vince was committed to O'Brien running hard towards the square. O'Brien with the advantage of turning any time he liked. The kick from Morrison will drift wide. Frawley thumps into the fence. And we'll get a free kick.
James Frawley into the fence. He had to be really careful around the fence.
Thank goodness the LEDs here are protected, Jace.
He went in pretty hard.
Because they aren't in some places.
No.
Oh, hamstring.
Well, there's a story.
By the looks for him.
Smith. Oh. Perfect. He gets his second for the quarter, Isaac Smith, and the margin's blown out to 33 points as Paul Puopolo continues the slow, painful hobble. He'll look back and see nothing but Melbourne players inside 50. That was 4 Melbourne players, so he held it up. Went short to Gunston.
Stay behind, play on.
Just had options aplenty this afternoon, the Hawks. Gunston runs to 50 and goes for it! Lever will be first back. Roughead to contend with, and gone.
Holding the ball, Hawthorn tried to evade.
Brewston, just one on the bench to go with that. The Hawks, and look at the kick. Look at the kick to Jared Roughead from Brust. O'Brien almost held it. Little one off the corner. O'Brien, quick snap goal. Got it. So O'Brien's kicked a couple.
Been superb. Through the hands of Roughead. McDonald at the back. Thought about the give to Hibbert. Goes to Lewis. Smothered by Roughead. Ricochets to O'Meara off the left.
O'Meara forward. A couple of goals, as Jace mentioned. Mitchell, Vince, Roughead. Rough.
Yeah, exactly right, Dave. They're just taking the best position, proactive.
Brust, open goal, another!
Here's a chance. Castagna had just a little one in the Cocker direction, and then the skipper Jones thumps the ball long. A chance. Melksham. Grimes with speed. Kent. He and Melksham. Melksham looks inside. May go for goal. Around the corner. A perfect start for the D's. Melksham's first of the year. Push the ball to the right. Their only score of the evening. Well, a few Demons couldn't work it out, and then cruising on through. The man Higgins, he's got another. Second game, third goal. He loves a goal. Gone, out of position. Grigg, beaten to the ball. Well done, Jetta. Just rips himself away from Grigg. Can he work through another? This time it's Broad who stops him in his tracks.
Defensive type running, but for their structure, he's absolutely crucial. His ability to transition run makes players like Dusty Martin do what he does best.
Oh, here is the champ now. He's sizing up the goal square. Tigers have got the numbers, and Castagna on the second attempt takes the mark. Won a premiership. Yeah, Butler kicked 30 goals. Really important part of this side. Lever over the top. Higgins can kick his second. He can.
Richmond just had a clear-out number on one side of the contest. Got to get the surrounding right to take advantage of Gawn's dominance in the hit-outs.
Once again, it was Cochin. Nathan Jones. He's just sucking in some air at the mire. Wow, what about the tackle? That is a bone cruncher from a hard unit, Jacob Townsend. It's taken the wind right out of Nathan Jones. Look at that.
Another hard unit himself, Nathan Jones. It takes a lot to hurt him.
Watches on, so too Oscar McDonald, then Conker by foot. Brilliant look away. Handball ends up with Grigg. Runs over the logo. Handball inside. Higgins couldn't kick another. Well, Townsend will, surely. Doesn't!
Little handball to Short. Cuts back in board. Gets through a couple of tackles. They've worked it well out to Edwards. Just a little too tall to kick. Stretch gives chase. Edwards on the non-preferred. Finds the little man, Jack Higgins.
Really blow out on the scoreboard, but that outside transition run is killing Melbourne at the moment.
Oh, he makes no mistake. He's got three, Jack Higgins. Almost tried to draw the 50-metre penalty. Oh, well done back there. Cochin pirouetting. Classic mark. That had a high degree of difficulty attached to it. The skipper took it beautifully. Almost went the full 360. Look at that. Edwards prepared to go through the corridor, and he had great vision, sensing an opportunity and lining it up and kicking a big goal is Lloyd.
The second about to be written in Oliver. First clean look at the football, sends the Demons forward, but back into the middle it comes, and then Jones onto the left boot, hoiks it forward, and Hogan.
But also be able to control the outside and not let Richmond get that offensive transition.
Just inside the arc, it's got... He's got the first. They search for it. They've nailed it.
Harms trying to find a way through the other way. Now Hogan, little sleight of hand handball was good. Stretch. Play on was a cool. Kick off the ground, and it's through for a goal. Jeffy Garnett's got it.
Likes a man in a one-on-one. It's Hogan. He's got Grimes. Hogan almost. Second go. Used the body and then just couldn't get back to the flight of footy. How's this? Deliberate. No, throw it in. Goody's riding every bump, every decision.
Queuing up the outer side of the ground. Well done, though. They've forced them back down the line. Rewalt's going to get a fly at it. Leave it really good again. Defending well. Bernie Vince. Good tackle from behind. Rewalt picks it up and Jack kicks the goal. Worked it pretty well to Stretch. Jones will clear the defensive 50. Wiedemann's got to stand up here. Through his hands. Petrarca unloads one. Now a chance. Melksham out the back, and it was perfect for him.
So 3 goals 5 times before tonight. He'd kicked 3 in a match. They needed that one. Back to 7 points. How quickly can the Tigers respond? Prestia, normally a good user. He's brilliant. How quick was that? Last quarter of an hour will be interesting. Off hands. Again, it's Rance. Takes on a couple. Finds a way to get a handball to Asprey. Now to Edwards. Stops, waits, pauses. Here's Harms. First of the year, first of the last. Back we come. 13 points.
Just with some of the absolute basics of his game. Not trying to be too creative. Just play solid footy early.
Terrific little give in the end from Conker outside of the boot. That's an unbelievable goal. With a brilliant finish from Lambert. Lambert somehow dislodges the football, gets it into his hands, and the Tigers again talk about confidence. Martin took on 3, put it in front of Ellis. Time to get it again. Tigers by 27. Big crowd at the MCG. A lot of them loving watching this man.
Chock full of confidence. Greg Rewalt again. Jones. Cochin picks it up. And Cochin makes it 4 in a row. Angus Brayshaw has been a positive tonight. Thought he's contributed really well. Spills to Jack Rewalt. This one hangs in the air. Max Gawn down there, out the back, and they get something from nothing. Lloyd tackled by Lever. Higgins 2, and finding the goal through Lambert.
Flies. Fritz did enough. So Oliver, though, was contained beautifully. He's the tackler. He doesn't individually get the reward, but his team might. Zaharakis. Smith, talking about famous numbers with clubs. The number 5 strolls in for a goal for the Bombers. And taking it at the line. Jones tries to hook it in. He does. Lever again. He probably doesn't want to blast. Well, he still kicked to a 1-on-3, although there wasn't many options. Neil Bullen takes it away, and Hannon has the joyous job of putting it through.
Well, they have had some success with it as we watch this bundle around.
It's just what you give up, isn't it, with Nathan Jones, whether they need him in there with no Viney. Here's McDonald, Tipperwood, big opportunity. Stringer's back in his own in the square.
Turned his back, but he never looked back.
Not interested. And a bit of a raffle when it comes to shooting for goal for the Bombers so far. That looks likely. Beautifully guided for his first.
Here's tackling by Oliver. That was nicely done to Lewis. Inside 50 once again. And scouting is the young forward. Kicks for goal. And he's pumped.
Get around him.
Bargo gets his first. Got hands to it, but only once. The Goddard hand pass is going to be okay in the end. Now Heppel, and they're away. Here goes the run of Sard. Jetta chasing, he can't get him. Sard too quick. Down towards the half-forward line. The bounce has got to be good. It is. Stewart steadies, shoots and goals.
And McNeese has got Zaharakis running, and McGrath's overlap is outstanding. There's a ripple effect down the ground. Through the middle, Laverde takes it from Heppel. Stringer waiting and marking.
kick is a poor one. It's going to be chopped off, but Danaher might actually save him. He gets a hand pass over the back. Melbourne have got the numbers here. They can drift it into the middle, and they do towards Melksham.
Oh, great.
Melksham goes long, sensational kick. That's what we're talking about. Long bombs, and now the youngster Spargo is going to go back and try and kick his second goal.
Hurley's on the charge through the middle. Ambitious kick into the middle for Heppel. Well done, Jetta. Now the Demons can profit. They're ready to pounce. Oh, Jetta had to run back around it and find it. And Tyson gets Melksham. We know he is a beautiful kick of the footy. So he's not without a chance. He might hit up Hannon instead.
That's a good kick. And the door might open for Jones here. He steadies from outside 50 and put it straight almost onto the chest of Saad, who dropped what he should have taken. And now he's given it away.
Right there, Sandy, is the difference between those.
He has got one of the best field kicks in the game, Jake Melksham.
Goes across the ground. Bailey Fritsch might have a shot here from 48 metres. The drop punt's on its way. It goes right across the face, and Big Maxi is there. But he probably will, as you said. His set shots have been letting him down. In he comes, check side. Oh, kicks the goal with absolute ease.
To Jones. Good decision not to lay off the first one. Now Oliver got depth on the kick for either Melksham or Fritsch.
Great work, Melksham.
Yeah.
Great work, Jake Melksham.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that has been all too often Jason in the first 5 games of this season, so the connection's been better.
Salem told to play on. This is a dangerous, dangerous play because Jake Stringer has pounced and he's kicked his second.
Just can't get it clear. Saad, he almost threw that back. McNeese under siege. Brilliant tackling from Hannon.
On the ground, Hannon was there as well. Jones waiting down, flicks it round the body. Where's Big Max? Well, he has it thumped away from him. Oh!
He changed his mind, the umpire.
Well, I think he called Bagley front on contact in the end. Is what it's been paid for, whether it's right or not.
Oh, we saw him kick.
Someone said something to Max in the crowd then.
This for his second for the quarter. And to answer the goal from Stringer. Oh, no problem at all. Big Maxi has got 2, and he steadies the Melbourne ship.
Oh, yeah, he was right in his face, wasn't he? Look at that.
Gorn and Oliver, who both flew.
That'll be annoying. That will be annoying with 16 seconds on the clock to have possession.
Oh,
he played on.
Oh, no.
So that's it, McGrath. I'm sorry.
That's cruel, isn't it?
Gave it to Lewis. Hogan's ducked out the back into the pocket, and he'll take the mark.
I think he pointed the wrong way, and that's what Michael Hurley's saying. Michael Hurley ran off because he thought Essendon had the footy, and then it was turned over and he got caught out of position.
Good lead from Brayshaw.
He spotted him. He's just left it hanging there. Oh, Hannon gets gifted one right on the line. You'd love him like that every time.
They're going to win, and they're going to win well. Up towards half forward it goes. Wiedemann over the top. Takes a good mark. Plays on to Spargo. The young guns, Neil Bullen. He'll kick a goal here. No, he'll go short unselfishly to Hogan.
He looks like he thinks there's a chance from 65 metres out, but no. He eases the kick for Hogan.
The back
fly at the front, but there's McDonald around the corner. It's all come together for the D's. 2 goals for Tommy McDonald.
Much to Danaher. Danaher long in towards full forward. Maybe something here. A belated one? Yes, it is. As the D's go charging forward again. Up towards half forward, and this young man has been so impressive. Can Bailey Fritsch finish off a big day? He can. He splits the medal.
To half-back to Webster. This time gets past Neil Bullen and comes through the middle of the ground. Low bullet to centre half forward. McCartan Lever went for it. McCartan again. How quick is he this time? Knew that he had help. Low ball Gresham. Brilliant ball Gresham. First goal of the afternoon to the Saints.
You can't be thinking about it too much. Fast hands, Hannon. Oliver, beautiful kick to the advantage of Gawn. That was just a perfect kick.
Ends up with Vince, hurried kick forward. He's spiralled it a long way with a very short run up. Hogan a chance, trying to pick it up was Cofield and left it behind. McDonald's got some options, went through the legs. Hannon's on his left side, got caught. Hogan, check side. 3 in a row, the Demons. McDonald, he's got Petrarca all alone. This should be easy pickings if it sits for Petrarca. Open goal in front of him. 4th coming up, you'd think. Back into the side, he gets his first. We saw Webster bounce earlier and didn't come back. Maybe reading too much into it. Hibbert drives the ball to half forward. Billings dropped the soda, picked up cleanly in the end. That was brilliant from Melksham. Gave it off to Hannon. It's a long ball, bit of a wait in the end for Wiedemann. Going back, he was brave, Webster.
Great commitment.
Through the feet of Steele. Fritsch able to pick it up. Jones looking, searching, found Lewis. High ball by Lewis, very deliberate, couldn't do much else. Good looking ball, good mark. Tom McDonald. Tyson, he's probably one of their best. Goes out wide, puts it in an attacking position for Petrarca. Now Petrarca elevated and took a good mark. He loves his NBA, Petrarca. 1-4 from set shots this year has been his issue, and that's going to be paid as a mark. McDonald now looking to centre the ball to Jones. And this will be interesting. Nate Jones has a look around. Can't believe his luck.
Threads it through on the left. And then Gresham. Dangerous spot. Wanted to put it to the advantage of McCartan and the bravery of Jetta.
Let's hope Paddy McCartan hasn't banged his head here, because we know he's had a history of head trauma.
And he shows him a clean set of heels. Got the handball to Stephen. Now they've found the loose man over the top. And a short kick. And Membry will line up directly in front. The kick came from Steele.
Marshall and Hickey got plenty of height about them, but Gawn just gets in the right spot all the time. Fully stretched. He's been scary. Tyson, he's kicked it a long way and accurately. It was brilliant from Dom. D's get their 8th.
Difficult task to find a way through there. That was a sensational fly from Fritsch. Surprised he hung on, because he really belted himself into the turf. Come out wide.
This is better. Go.
Fighting over a bone, I bet you. Here's Weller. Weller's kick a little heavy. Long got on the end of it.
Knocked away to the wing. Long gives Hickey a bit of shelter. Hands were great to Stephen. He's offline. Pocket still alive. Ball. Membry.
Good user of the footy, Webster. Got to come at it, Billings, and you've got to take it out in front. You can't be marking that on the chest. A fundamental error. Good smother by Brown. Melksham with an absolute gun barrel straight ball to Spargo. Handball to Hogan. Harms finishes.
Gawn to Lunganley, but worked out in the end. Petrarca, long kick of the football, hits it from about 55. It's going to sail through for a minor score.
See Tom McDonald not happy there, roaring at the kicker there. Petrarca.
This is a free kick to Hogan.
Went to the throat.
Went to the throat, he said.
Off the ball.
Oh, gee.
That looked to the chest split.
Yeah, it looked chesty, and he fell too easily for me.
Oh. Let go. All clear. Let go, Jake. Let go, Nathan.
Hibbert makes sure no one behind. Sees that he's got time. Set up for Tom McDonald. And I know that's why Webster was probably there today.
Brayshaw bursts out of the middle of the ground, works it forward, chance for McDonald. Not quite might get a chance at ground level, not head over heels, but here's Wiedemann again. Kick the last 2 for the Demons. Oliver thought about handballing it through, kicked it instead.
Now dishing off the handball, ends with Gilbert. No, it doesn't, because Melbourne have got the numerical advantage. The Oliver handball you heard, Haim, it was just amazing.
So they're down to 1 then, right now on the interchange. This is the injury to Gilbert, just top of the screen there, just tripping over his own feet there.
And Dunstan on his hammer. And a ball to half forward. A couple of demons flew. Two brothers couldn't work it out. Hickey. Jetta held, surely. Marshall won't be his first goal in footy. Fourth game. Kicked one earlier this year. And D's by 14 at quarter time, 28 at the long break, 36 at three-quarter time, 45 now. And maybe the D's here can find a way again. This time Neil Bullen, terrific pickup outside of the boot. He punches it through.
Lions just going to load it up, send it inside 50. Day attacking it. He's made such a great comeback this season. Young missed it the first time. Still going the Suns. Martin evasive, hooking it back towards goal. What a start that would be for Gold Coast. Jack Martin strong in front. And Melbourne looking to break, sharing it with Clayton Oliver, who's been in great form this season. A bit of a wrestle going on there. Wiedemann got rid of Leslie, looking for some support. He ducks back inside, feeds it over the top, and Spargo snapper goal. Late, Gawn was in front. Shear had it knocked away. Weller gets it out to Martin. Now he'll try and dangerously go back. It was a poor option because Neil Bullen read it so well, and now they've got numbers everywhere. And Tom McDonald can just about run into the open goal, and he check sides it through from the pocket.
Because you're letting all your teammates down when you're under pressure.
A story in the Gold Coast Bulletin during the week that Paul may be looking at a change at the end of the season for a new club. Out of the middle. Here you go, the Demons looking for the quick reply. Neil Bullen on the burst, stabs it low and kicks the goal. Quick reply from Melbourne. Good roving by Neil Bullen. Oscar McDonald out of defence, but he's turned it over. Stephen May can kick the ball a long way.
That's good. A re-entry coming back in.
And he's going to load it up. He launches very, very long. Stephen May with the long bomb goal. Ground, important ball to be won. Fritsch had it knocked away. Melbourne now with some runners and some numbers. Fritsch goes again in short. Harms, and he'll step around. Steady from 40. He went to pass instead. Neil Bullen will take the mark. Play on, and from 15 metres out he'll miss.
Well done from Archie.
Time not getting goals kicked against you. Silly free kick.
Oliver with a long ball inside 50. Tom McDonald with a big mark, and Melbourne making their move as we approach half-time.
Hard the forwards have to work now in the modern game.
Long ball out. Ballard was up. Crossley trying to win the ground ball. Ballard in there. Shear. Bowes wanted to delay the handball. He did eventually get it to Miller. Now the high one up the wing. Salem going back with courage, and he was bumped very strongly by Sam Day, and it's on.
Yeah, don't like that.
And now Harbrow under a heap of pressure. Melbourne have got some numbers. Hogan to Melksham, just flicked it on, and Neil Bullen will dribble through the goal. Well, they make the Suns pay after the mistake.
Then find space.
Ball knocked down. Arms attacking it strongly. Neil Bullen gave it away. Ritz's handball intercepted by Bray. Short tumbling ball up to Hogan. Slapped on towards the goal square. Gawn trying to get back. He's got the size and the strength to snap on goal as Big Max Gawn. Gawn front position. Down the throat of Harms. Strong challenge there was on Harbrow. Then a slinging tackle.
Arms came through that stoppage. Tackle. And watch the Melbourne numbers chase. Bit of a sling tackle, but fortunately didn't hit his head.
Ballard had it knocked away, but Weller was waiting to accept, and he sends a high ball over the back. Swallow, no front on contact or free kick. Tyson scrambling after it, and Martin will soccer a goal. He's got through. What can he create? Sweat the short pass in towards Miller. Does fall out the back though today. Holman running with a bounce inside 50, steadies, keeps it low and goals. A couple of quick ones to the Suns and they're right in it. Able to find it again. Here's Salem. They're running in a wave here, Melbourne. Hannon to Hibberd. The defender dashing forward, and here's a lethal finish. Some handy goals to Melbourne late in the third quarter. Really just steadied things up. This is great movement through the middle. Salem can cruise past the 50. It looks pretty good off the boot, and Christian Salem kicks the goal. Here's Jones trying to get away from Shear. Oliver back in board. Brayshaw on the burst. And they've got another one, the D's.
And that's not good news, David Swallow. A lot of ice. A lot of ice on that right shin and the left knee. I think it was a knee concern that pretty much kept him out for 2 years.
Yeah. Up to Hannon. Great chain of handballs by Melbourne. The team just working so efficiently forward. And Melksham's got someone all alone and unattended. It's Jesse Hogan again. Well, Jesse Hogan, 3 goals last week. Had a big night at the office. It's been more of a slow burn tonight for Jesse Hogan, but he's kicked 3 in the final.
Got to beat a couple. Chop of the arms. Kept going. Ball still in play. He finally kept going there, Jesse Hogan, and got the ball.
That was Hogan, sorry.
That
have a
has
look
to
at
be
this.
front on contact.
It's a free kick.
Yeah, I know, but you've got to play. You've got to play to the whistle.
Yeah. Next kick important. Lewis tried to get it. Going through hard there. Bernie Vince looked at Daisy Thomas, and Daisy's coming back. Now we've got the stop in play.
So a chance for Carlton to score. Cruiser plucks it out of the air and then gets boot to ball in towards the forward line. Kerr is there. Going to be socket off the ground, is it? Yes, it is. Quick reply.
A free hit, a legitimate one. Cripps tries to break through. Petrovsky-Seaton handballs over the top. Carlton. I was going to say, kicked it to a nest of 3 demons there.
Cruiser gets a right hand to it. Gawn sockers it out of the middle, down towards Neil Bullen, who takes the mark and swings around, plays on quickly. Good looking kick down towards the forward line. That was just fantastic.
Umpire says play on. 8 seconds. 7.
Gone.
Gone, and he'll get that shot after the siren. Big Harry has kicked 13 goals, 3 in his game number 7. 50.
It is 50.
Don't get into the fight, Harry.
And Max Gawn is telling the umpire, it's 2 50s. Max Gawn was telling the umpire, I'm right on the bit of turf that I marked. So there was a really good discussion. Max is still looking down at the ground saying, but this is where I marked it, and you said I was on the mark.
Harry, kick it before they take it off.
Yes.
Don't lose the kick. All clear.
All right, stick with us. We're going to have a good look at this.
Look at Max Gawn talking to the umpire.
Melksham does really well. Kept his feet, did it beautifully. He can go all the way here. Gets the handball going. McDonald runs onto it. 50. Nice little kick over the top. That is magnificent football from the Melbourne Football Club. Does well. He's going to have to beat 3 though, and does that too. Well done, Simo. That was magnificent. Beat 3 of them. Great stuff.
How often do you see that 2 forwards against 1 defender and no one else around?
Yes.
And then he tackled the 3rd forward that was coming in, so it was 1 against 3.
And he's away. 1 bounce. Lang gives chase. Doesn't get him. McDonald, can he get on the end of it? Can he get a kind bounce? He does get a kind bounce, and he kicks his goal. That's number 3.
Fisher can go all the way. Fisher from 45 lines it up, bends it back and puts it through. Carlton needed that. Coming there from Hannon up towards full forward. Hogan over the top. Melksham goal. 6 goals to 1 this quarter to Melbourne. 2 goals to Jakey Melksham, and they're starting to run away with this game now, Melbourne. Wheels around onto the right boot, kicks it to the hot spot, off the hands of the pack. McDonald into the open goal. Thank you very much. And that's goal number 4 for Tom McDonald.
He just pops it up, a floater in towards half forward. Jones was a target, beaten for it, round the body. Oh, that's a sensational kick to start. Melksham, he loves a goal, and now he's got 3.
Oliver lurking again. Jones, there's the same names. Brayshaw twisting and turning, finds a bit of space on the left foot. It's a high up and under. It might bounce through. It doesn't matter. That is a great mark going back. Great mark there. And Bailey Fritsch will kick from point blank range.
Now a chance for the runners. An opportunity for Spargo. He's always dangerous. Clever tap by Petrarca. Is it in time? Yes, it is for Melksham. And he's got 4. Jones gives it back to Lever. Lever goes even wider. Bailey Fritsch is going to have a shot to the top of the square. Max is at the back. And he's going to go back.
Cruiser goes hard, but they get it out. Look at Petrarca. What a pull out of the centre.
That's not who you want receiving the head pass.
Look at that open goal. Neil Bullen. Again. This is a procession. This is a procession, and the Demons are celebrating. He gets his 3rd.
Going to be freed anyway. A tackle that was deemed high. Hogan over the top to Jones. If it sets, he might just give it to Hannon. No, he goes all the way, and that's okay. He's got his first.
Without trying to be too condescending, we'll just see what happens here as the ball goes forward from Salem. Over the top. Melksham, thank you very much. That's a handful for Jake Melksham, his 5th, and they're running riot here. Brayshaw bravely went through, and look at this, the running kick is an absolute beauty. Saw his teammate McDonald, who has run to that space all day, hands it over, into the open goal, and it is a beauty. Hammond kicks his 2nd. Spargo, wonderful distributor today, great poise. Here we go, open goal. Neil Bullen just strolls in and kicks another one.
The only good thing about a performance like this, Brown, is when you're sitting in the stand, you think you might get an opportunity next week.
There's the advantage. Here's another one. This time it's Oliver.
There's the ton.
Boy, they come from everywhere for a massive, massive victory.
Melbourne now, Hibbert, have had all the running here. Gee, that's a good kick as well. The mark is taken by Smith. Smith goes inside Hogan, fast hands. What about that? Petrarca the goal. That is just quite brilliant.
Down low, Hibbert, clever kick. Fritz goes back inside to the hard-running All-Australian of last year. He controls the kick. Oh, what a beautiful, spectacular mark by Melksham.
Michael Hibbert.
And Melksham, who can do this, and yep, he's got it, so the D's have got the fly.
Really underrated player for the Demons, rarely beaten in a one-on-one and often playing on taller opponents than him, so highly rated inside at the D's.
Jenkins went early, Betts did well, left foot by Betts, looking good, looking great, good on Eddie. Lewis puts some pressure on here, but McDonald okay, and that's a lovely little grubber kick. So effective to Frisch, and here we go.
Oh, over the top, they find some ground again. This is McDonald looking for Hogan. He's found separation. He doesn't even bother to wait. He's kicked his 2nd.
Not a good sign. The bouncing in the middle has been brilliant by the umpires, I must say. I don't normally notice a crouch. Gallucci, Handley pumping forward. Jenkins has got about 4 to beat. He made a contest. Cheddar was there. Lynch clever. Jenkins, as he used Douglas, he goes back in trouble slightly. Young Gallucci. Well done, Gallucci. Oh, that's a goal.
Now Duday.
So Duday doesn't seem rushed. Gets it to Miller. Trouble. Yep, gone.
Gee, that's a big decision late for us.
Spargo, Jetta, great to see Big Maxi back, kicks to the pocket, just too strong, Melksham on McKay. McKay tried to shift him. Melksham goes on, goes across the ground and finds Brayshaw.
Smith doing the ruck work. Knocked down Melksham. Gathers. Brilliant smother. Talia. There he is again. Doing all the little things here at the moment. Well, Daniel Talia.
Hannon looking for pace. Hogan there as well. Hannon, does he break the tackle? McKay held him up. Fritz goes back. Left foot to about 25 metres out. Clever stuff. So 4 goals last week, a couple the week before. He's kicked a couple so far today. He's kicked 3. That accuracy continues. 7 goals at margin to half-time. Gawn crashing. It's a goal. I think it's a goal. It's a goal to Jones. Advantage paid on Gawn.
I think the big improvement has just been their ability to play the 2 tempos of the game. We saw early in the season they did a lot right against Richmond and Hawthorn, but just didn't cash in when they were red hot. I'll come back to you, Bruce.
Well, let's hope that Gibson could cash in here, and he does. So Adelaide get a very important opening goal of the second half.
Oscar McDonald. Fritsch comes up at the footy. Nice linking run here from Hibbert as well, who started all this, and then a beautiful finishing kick. They haven't finished the season with a better percentage since 1964, Bruce, and you'd know what happened in 1964 concerning Melbourne, wouldn't you? They won a premiership.
Yeah, no, I do know that.
So they haven't had a percentage like they've got now since that premiership year, and it's going to go up a lot as a result of today's win as well, you would think. Here's Neil Bullen again, threading the needle to Petrarca.
Him and Nick Naitanui, the 2 in-form ruckman in the competition.
McKay belted away by Frisch. Spargo, Frisch, the 2 first-year players, and then they combine again. Frisch gets it back, and that's a lovely looking kick to Petrarca. And he does kick that 3rd goal, and away they go again.
With him, Miles. Play on.
It's sort of hard to believe this scoreline, isn't it? Oliver to the pocket. Hogan's got it. That's a wonderful, wonderful mark against the opposition of Hardigan. So now that was a...
He played on after the siren.
Don Pike stormed down onto the ground, and have a look at him here. Goes into the huddle, does not say a word. He's absolutely speechless with how they performed. And this is when, as you're a player, you're the most nervous because you're never sure what he's going to say here or who he's going to say it to. Still hasn't spoken. Look at him just eyeballing the playing group, and he starts talking now.
Whoever marks it gets to kick it anyway.
Jack in the pack.
Jack in the pack. They're out there playing that as Angus Brayshaw turns around on a high footy. Good mark by Malera.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, things are looking very, very promising. Here's Douglas, able to get around Hibbert. Opens the goals. Douglas kicks his 2nd. Enjoying the vibe and the atmosphere as much as the game. Nath Jones inside to Hogan. McKay left a mop up at the back, but a little fumble. Melksham the capitaliser.
That sums up the Crows' day.
Salem got it from Vince.
They probably won't be sitting where you're sitting, Bruce.
Well, BT, you got the upgrade on the way over. Very disappointed you couldn't on the way back.
Oh, well done, Eddie. Betts has kicked his 2nd. Something at last for Adelaide.
Advantage, go.
So they're told to go here, Melbourne.
You, mate, you.
And that's a good kick. Penetrating, low ball. Hogan unselfishly to McDonald. He'll run in and kick the goal. He's 2nd, and Melbourne back out by 71.
What a game from Viney today. That second-up syndrome hasn't worked, has it?
34 touches for him today. Hogan! To keep this run of consecutive winning quarters going, Jesse Hogan, no problems.
Well, Jakey Lever, he made a statement early, and you know what? They're the real deal, all right? They're terrific. They're great to watch, and they're darn hard to beat at the moment.
I'm here if you want it. You.
So Adelaide's heaviest defeat under Don Pike. Melbourne having the most magnificent day in the heart of the nation, and it doesn't get any better than that.
further afield. Nice kick forward again from Dixon. Long kick up towards Boyd off the hands of the pack. They've got the numbers here, the Doggies. Gowers goes inside. Bontempelli, open goal, and the Doggies get the first of the quarter, first of the game, and they're on the board.
He was looking for the receive.
Massive snap to the goal. I think it's a goal into the Doggies. Bontempelli's kicked an absolute ripper from the ball up.
Gives it off quickly towards a teammate in Hannon. Now Jones back in towards the middle once again. Neil Bullen. Maxi needs a kind bounce. He gets it. Back he goes once more to Hannon. A high ball. Suddenly they're inside 50. And McDonald takes the mark. Johannesson is there, but he gets it away quickly towards McDonald. Back to Brayshaw. Flicks it in towards Jones. And he takes the mark. 6 goals so far for the season. Kicks from 49 metres. Kick looks very, very good. How's that in your 250th?
That's the spark right there. There's the family as well cheering on.
Some bad news for the D's. 2 players, Jake Lever and Jake Melcham, went from the field, went down into the rooms in that first quarter. One incident looked a little bit more severe, and that's Melcham's. It is a right ankle. He came off twice, complaining of not having the ability to accelerate off the line or change direction. Took the boot off and is going to get assessed. And the other one is Lever, a little bit more serious in that there wasn't a lot in it, and sometimes they are the worst. It is a left knee. He went straight down into the rooms, but was able to come from the ground. And I can actually say that he had a knee reconstruction when he was a junior on that same knee. So, fingers crossed that it's all good and they can hopefully get 2 more players back onto the field for the last 3 quarters.
Gorn, beautiful tap. Head down, Viney, as you'd expect. Beautiful handball over the top to Hibbert. Hibbert's kick is out wide. Hannon on the left boot. Little chip over the top. Good running from Hogan. Mark 65 out. So Hogan wheels around. Skins the kick a bit. Oh, beautiful mark, though. Don't worry about that.
Maxi Gawn. What a tackle by Big Max. And away goes Petrarca. Advantage is called. You'll have a shot this time and you won't miss. And he doesn't. Tommy gets his second. He goes across to Jones. Returned to Hibbert, and that was just way too short. Stolen by Easton Wood. Untidy work, and it may finish in a goal. It should, as far as the Dogs are concerned. It's Gowes who'll run into the open goal, and he gets it.
The first game back, he just does what Dale Morris does, Jono.
Yeah, he has been super today. He set them up well defensively. He gets off and tries to help out wherever he possibly can, Dale Morris.
5 goals last week, 26 goals, 9 for the season.
Nice finish.
Make that 27 goals, 9 as Hogan gets his first. And the D's hit the front.
Fantastic for Melbourne. Jones, beautiful stuff. Lewis just keeps on keeping on. The ball comes out to Harms, who goes long and strong. McDonald's got position 1A here, got 2 hands to it, and 2 grabs.
Yeah, Tory Dixon went off at the 21-minute mark of the first quarter and hasn't been back on the ground. We later found out he did a left hamstring in this incident, as we're currently seeing. Not ideal. That was maybe their one opportunity to take advantage with the interchange, keep the numbers flipping over, because we know a couple of Ds went down early, but now it's probably going to be 21 a man aside for the second half.
Boyd was there. Little toe poke. Doesn't travel a lot of distance. Jetta has been brilliant in defence. A hurried high pass, and Bontempelli has kicked the first goal of the second half. Melcham spears it in towards the middle. Oh, beautifully done to Brayshaw. And he's away. Hogan says it's mine, and it is. He runs into the open goal. They won't catch him, and he'll kick straight, and he does. He's now got 3. Long, inside 50. Gawn sets himself. Petrarca's at the back.
Right.
Now they've got a choice. Petrarca gives it over the top to Hannon, and he kicks the goal. And the D's are on the march. Goes long, and Jetta goes high, and he takes a beauty.
He's been so good to watch today, Neville Jetta.
Here he goes again, in towards half forward. Well, take your choice, Smith or...
He does that, Sandy. He does that beautifully, kicking.
So Hannon goes with a pass, and Maxi says, I'll have a crack. Gives it off to Spargo. He's a little terrier on the 50. He kicks in towards full forward. At the back is Max Gawn. He gives it to Jesse Hogan. Tucked in the pocket. He steadies. He shoots. And he goes. They're taking a few risks. Neil Bullen, underground hand pass, will take it back again. Pop it over the top. Should result in a goal to Hogan. No, it doesn't.
Jesse Hogan looked at Caleb Daniel and said, "I'll just push you aside, son, and kick this out of the goal square." And Caleb Daniel said, "I'm not having any of that."
Yes, bottom.
Alex. There's another thing to look at it, though. Let's have a look at that one again. Harms goes up a mile. Sets himself up. Goes Harms.
Good little
takes
hang.
the mark.
Nice little hang.
Harms. Here we go. Another big chance for a high mark here. Off hands. Melksham's been magnificent. Here we go. Spargo to Brayshaw. Has enough time to fall over and still kick the goal. Spargo probably could have kicked it himself, but being unselfish, the junior player in the team gives it up to Brayshaw, who kicks the goal. He's first.
Kicking out from fullback.
They get another opportunity as Suckling goes with a long bomb. We know how good he is on that left foot, and he doesn't let them down. Finally, they get their first goal for the quarter. Well, he's got over the head of Caleb Daniel, and just sneaking in was Jesse. Beautifully done. 25 out, directly in front, and he gets it. 5 goals today for Jesse Hogan. Takes him to 31 for the season.
Sensational. Pies outfit through the middle of the ground. Wells got caught, doesn't often get caught, but it's going to be a ferocious afternoon. Here's a chance for Hannon, bouncing ball. They want to get back to his left. Well, he doesn't. He puts it forward, and he puts it through. A quick response. Mason Cox again. Big contest. Sticky hands. You speak about his ability to reach and take the ball at the highest point. Not quite so there, but he's become a real target.
And it's going to be on. Both teams love to score. Not centred around defence. They've got good defences, but they love this part. Stevenson, right foot, no! Collingwood get their second. Cox, I am noticing that the umpires are calling play on the moment a free kick is given. Here's Cox again for his second, yes! Mason Cox has kicked his second in the first quarter.
Ball settles for him. Lewis just tries to corral. Dangerous spot is where the ball's headed. Myercheck, Pedersen in the air, couldn't quite reel it into the boat. Still a chance for the Pies. Thomas on his left. Pies have got 5 in 19 minutes of footy.
Got it back to Langdon. He's being pursued. Hogan won't get him. What a brilliant smother. Smith again, I think it was. Now Oliver kicks it. Just gets it out of the zone. Look at Hannon. He's got to take on his former teammate and Dunn. Dunn's doing him at the moment. Great job, big man. Hannon sockers off the ground. It'll go out of bounds. It's as big as race you've ever seen in football between those two. Out of the pack, little low ball here, trying to create a path for it was Melksham, fed the handball to Spargo, brushes the tackle, no one home, poor kick under pressure. Phillips now, bowled over by Harms, just came and gave him the hip and shoulder and finishes with a right foot hooker.
A little flick, Pendlebury, Oliver wins the battle, as always, goes by hand, works it forward, Main, found the footy. Adams to Pendlebury to go. It's gone all the way. Pendles gets the job done. High footy IQ. Big fly. And it's taken cleanly by Langdon.
I wonder whether Wells has done his hamstring. He's just walking from the ground here.
He's coming off. He looks like he's done for the afternoon. Hogan got to beat Howe. Here's a chance for Hannon. Got a couple already. He's unselfish. He's set up Alex Neil-Bullen. He kicks. Was it touched? I don't think so. Demons get another. He's worked the ball inside 59 times already. Record is 16. It's not yet half time, so he's on track. And he's on cue right here. Takes it cleanly, takes a bounce. Looks inside 50, gives it off. Might get it back in just a moment. Over the top went Dacos. Little one to Treloar. He's found his man. Brilliant delivery. Well done, Pies. Hoskin Elliott gets another.
picked up by Goey. Here's the left foot pass, looking for Stevenson. Couldn't get it on the half volley. Now Neville sees him coming, got him, didn't make contact, didn't give out Stevenson. Advantage paid, and Thomas marks. Big rap from Tim as we look at Josh Thomas. And for a 19-point Collingwood lead, nearing half-time, he kicks his second. See what they can come up with to get him up. Phillips, handball, Thomas did well. Shape to give it to Law, slid back inside, and goal.
Third term. Chance for Treloar. He's got Neil Bullen chasing, happy to back himself. Driving ball forward. Who's at home? Stevenson turned, almost completed it. Kicks an absolute ripper.
Now the streaming Oliver got no outside runners, no outside support at all. Chris drawing handball to side bottom likewise with a bit more length in it. Now Adams got to go, desperate, slid under the legs. He was going for the ball. It's a really bad, correct technical call, but it's just doesn't sit well with me.
No,
the guy's making the effort.
That's against the spirit of our game.
In a completely different direction. Really remonstrated. McDonald now an opportunity to kick his third. Viney, he's got him back in business. Back to a 4-goal game. Melksham, little sidestep, knows he's under pressure. Works it wide. Good vision. Good kick. Chance for Fritsch. Back onto his left boot. Thumping ball forward. McDonald, he's the target. He ends up with a footy. Has he got it illegally? Umpire says no. For the bulk of his career, suddenly, he's the go-to man.
Pedersen almost gave it to the wrong player. Now out in front of Hogan. Jeremy Howe's got a task. Handball off to Spargo. All he's got to turn in front. What a good chase and tackle it was. Who was that? It was Howe.
This could get nasty.
13 minutes to go in the game. Hoskin Elliott leaping, but there's not much to like about Melbourne right at the moment. Side bottom, can they conjure anything up? Taylor Adams was going to go the drop punt. He went the Nana. He went the Nana. Kicks his first of the day. In fact, it was Scharenberg there in low, and he receives from Langdon. Goes down the line. Good grab taken by Myercheck. Adams, deliberate end-on-end ball along the ground to side bottom, who's been one of their great players today as well. Treloar marks, runs, plays, goals. Got his first.
Motlop was going to toe poke, decided not to. Oh, just took forever. Watcliffe getting plenty of the ball. Probing kick, well done though by Vince. Running onto it, Thomas. Now he's on the wrong side. Clever kick actually, and what a mark by the youngster.
You can jump for the ball, BT, but just watching that, that's definitely 50 for me. He's in the air, left the ground.
Goes down the line. Good reach in front by Melksham. Couldn't go quickly. Hogan pointing to where he wants it. Melksham trying to turn them inside out of the mark. Come back. Good kick. Hannon on the lead. Well done. Nice skill from Jake Melksham. As Hannon comes in, that'll come back nicely. So there's the first of the night.
So the D's get that opening goal. Pittard, good tackle, Hannon. He squeezed out Petrarca, brilliantly done. McDonald sidestep, strolls in, and the D's have got a couple. Classy stuff.
Neil Bullen immediately pulls the trigger to Viney. Melksham demanded the footy out wide. Now the centering ball. Petrarca one out here. Did well in the air, Jonas there. Couldn't quite win it, had him across the face. Pittard did really well, conceding, although Petrarca, after the fumble from Howard, I think has kicked the goal. Out the back door, Westhoff, quick hands, finds an opportunity with Pittard. Low, piercing ball. Once again, in there was Hibbert. Couldn't hold the mark. Jeddah, straight into Boat. Little push. Smith's got it. Handball, that was Joel. It's a throw, I think. I think it's a throw, and it'll be Ebert. We've got a bubbler here at the Adelaide Oval. Ebert from 48 metres for Port's only goal. He's got it. That is the one they need at Port Adelaide.
Factor right now, isn't it? Oh, that was what we weren't expecting. Well done, Lindsay Thomas. And that is a clever kick. Marshall has to wait. Terrific tackle coming in hard there from Joel Smith on the back foot for the minute. Ebert having an influence. Poking. Wingard almost.
Paid.
He was under the pump in the first quarter. He stood up pretty well. He and Houston and Cleary, the young brigade of defenders. Or Westhoff, that's a superb mark.
Oliver, 50 metres. Needed a little bit more there. Tom McDonald, left foot snap goal. He's got a couple. Melbourne have got 4.
It will be telling if he does from Port Adelaide's point of view. Dixon laid it down towards Gray. Ebert has hit the scoreboard. Viney again. Oh, Dixon gets him and Viney let him get him and held him up.
He backslammed 100 kilos, Viney.
It's like a big ball getting in. Say, yeah, you can have me. This is what I'll do to you. Boak, Wingard not sure why he didn't kick a goal. Gray might, and he does. Robbie does. Melsham sells a little candy to Jonas and then kicks down low. Front spot, Howard held on to McDonald, no free. Hannon did really well. And then Harms is slick for McDonald. He's got Melsham outside of him. And then Melsham goes and kicks the goal. Melbourne are going well again. So Oliver to Jones, and then Jones belts it forward. Good contest by Tom McDonald. Salem's a good finisher, you would reckon. It's got the distance, it's got the accuracy, and they've got a break.
The power. Lindsay Thomas got to go, and he did. Committed. So did Lewis. That was well done.
Thanks, Max, Charlie.
Jones. So the question has been answered by Port Adelaide here now. What happens next? Melksham. Really good mark. Kick to space. McDonald. Play on. He nearly messed it up, but he kicks his third.
Marshall in the contest did okay. Vince tapped it away. Marshall recovered, uses Boak cleverly, and then Boak's kicks a good one right to where you want to kick it to, and Westhoff takes it. Attacked it hard, Oscar McDonald. Thomas clever. Powell Pepper. What a tackle! That was a beauty. Got one of the Bash boys down.
Oh, it was well done. He's been inspirational, Neville Jeddah. So Melbourne have got everyone back on this occasion as the ball is kicked strongly forward. They all misread it, and Lindsay Thomas, a man who has turned his goal kicking around. And that gets them within 2 points.
Gray in heavy traffic, did wonderfully. Thomas over the back, Sam Gray high, free kick. They do now. They're in front. Salem held up. Lewis takes it, left foot to the pocket. Melsham provides Hogan with a chance. Houston read it well, and then spirals the ball to Westhoff, who takes a wonderful mark, and 50. That's a great mark.
So Westhoff, I reckon he's within range here. Justin Westhoff, good looking kick, got it. 11-point lead. He's got a couple. Need a quick one. Obvious statement. McDonald gives Jones a chance. Had to really stretch for it. Wheels back on the left. The little neat kick back inside to Brayshaw. Knocked away in the end by Jonas. Didn't pay the mark. Motlop back inside Jeddah.
Gee. Was that a mark a moment ago, do you reckon?
Oh, I had a lot of it, Bruce. I thought it was a mark to the naked eye.
What an effort by Port Adelaide. 20 points behind in the third quarter. That's a big, big, big statement.
Young leader of this club.
Hugging the line. Oh, another big one. Dixon, careful kick. Another one. 1, 2, 3. They're home, Kenny.
Move it on.
Ryder goes to the pocket. They've taken another one. Ollie started it, and Ollie's going to finish it. They're in the 4 tonight, and Melbourne have got a lot of deep thinking for the rest of the season. They're not done, but this is a blow.
Salem read it to perfection. Pokes it to a good spot. Central and Fritsch will look towards Brayshaw. Couldn't take the mark. Recovers really well. Tries to shrug the tackle. He does. He snaps and he goes. Picked off though Sinclair. Heads back to McCartan. He can stroll in. He should have turned his body around and had a look forward. From the middle once again. Harms could have been holding out, but he's looked at Gresham. Shooting out of the middle, up towards half forward, and that's so much better. Winning it out of the centre, the Saints. Little don't argue. Jones back inside. Hogan, he feeds it out wide. Harms again, pokes to the pocket and just trying this precision ball use style. Neil Bullen opens up the angle, bends and bends it to perfection. Oliver, and he pumps it. McDonald at the back with the big jump. Hands on it. Fritsch landed like a tag. Kick the goal. Saints can attack here. Brown, penetrating hand pass is okay to Savage. Spears a worm-burning pass in towards half forward, and the mark taken by Billings. Plays on quickly. Hand pass to Savage, who's normally a very good kick. And today is no exception. Savage answers with his first goal. Armitage plays on quickly. McCartan the option. Dunstan, beautiful pick up on the move. Steele in some space. Needs a kind bounce. How to bounce. Arrogance. Almost caught. Sinclair feeds it to the goal line. Well worked, Saints. Didn't get the mark, but he's got the free kick, so he gives it off quickly towards Viney. Inside 50 once again, that's better. And McDonald takes the mark. He'll go back, have a shot. 45-degree angle, but only 30 metres out.
The boundary throw-ins, no ruckman.
Neil Bullen stole it back, goes to Petrarca, and he made something out of nothing. He gets clear. Spears it in towards half forward. Hannon was there. Harms is in the back, can soccer it through.
No, that's the point. And we don't know. Yeah, that's what we're...
He claims he got a little touch there. Goal, umpire's call. It's a goal. That's wrong. Demons get players back. Brown shovels it out. Seconds keep ticking. Armitage dumped. So they'll have one last inside 50 here.
That could be 50.
It's 50. It'll be a shot at goal after the siren. The whole game has exceeded expectations. The Saints so far have exceeded expectations. And it's getting hot in here. Good living handball. Salem's got a problem. It's hanging off him like coattails.
took him on, jumped on him. He did brilliantly, Salem, in the end. He was never in that contest until the end, and he gave a free kick away. Jade Gresham to the Blues to bang this out to a 17-point margin.
Great finish.
Alarm bells for Simon Goodwin.
An opportunity for the new boy. Couldn't take it cleanly. Comes in towards the middle. Now a chance for Sinclair. Has a look downfield. Gresham's at the back. Takes the mark. Oh, did he play on? Plays on quickly. Gives it to Billings, who goes up towards the half-forward line. Membry almost crashed into his own teammate then. After Melbourne kicked the first 3 goals of the day. Is this another one? A high ball, but it's wide by Jack Steele. Hasn't got the distance
that's
anyway.
Super from
that's courage and
Jack
just
Viney.
Tremendous mark.
He's got a couple of one-on-ones. He's got Battle in a one-on-one long. Puts it in Battle's direction. Now he's got a couple to beat. Holds his feet, though, and heads toward goal. Brilliance. Goal line. Splendid work.
Harms has gone all the way downfield. Melksham has been quiet, but he gets a much-needed goal.
He finds McKenzie, who's got Gresham inside 50. Held his ground, feeds back onto it. He's made something out of nothing. Membry squeezed it in.
Viney spearing a pass in towards Fitch, and he takes the mark. He goes over the top to Dom Tyson from the middle of the MCG. Tyson's floating kick is there for Hogan, and he takes the mark. 45 out, almost directly in front. He's done pretty well, the youngster. Down towards the half-forward line he goes. Gives it to Armitage, who flicks it high. Battle takes the mark. Josh Battle, 35 out, directly in front. Membry doesn't get a kind bounce, but he controlled it well. Kicks up towards half-forward. Jack Stephen can just about seal if he can get clear. Go on, Jack! Seal it! And he does!
For Saints fans, such a lean period for them. Salem drives it back inside 50. Can there be an instant reply? Ball crashed down to Fritsch. He's been the one that's kept them in it, and he gives them some life all of a sudden. Longer knocks it down. Carlisle scrambles. Lewis, and he backtracks quickly. If he kicks the goal, they might have 20 or 30 seconds left to bring home the bacon. He's got it. He's got it. Is it short? He might have cracked it in.
2 points the margin if this is paid, which it will
It's
be.
a goal.
Yeah.
Saints have got the numbers here. Gresham just slaps it wide to Jack Stephen, who's really worked his heart out. And there's the siren. The Saints hang on to win an absolute thriller.
Banfield's now got it in the middle of the ground, and he'll send it to Langdon, who worked hard to half forward. They'll loop it over the top. Sheridan's got time to steady, and after Melbourne's done all the attacking, Fremantle find the first goal of the game.
It's probably half a win if they didn't have any options.
Dangerous turnover. Mundy intercepts, and he's just going to help himself to a goal. So McDonald kept it moving forward. Spargo's got some running support. Garrett there just past his fingertips. Might still work out okay. And he got it on the boot, did Melksham, who's kicked a great goal under heavy pressure. Over the back, Stephen Hill. Now for Wilson, who does like to run and carry. And he sends it long, and Walters, he's out on the burst. If it sits for him, he's away. He'll snap the goal, Michael Walters.
Now we're on.
And again, after Melbourne pepper away, Fremantle take advantage at the other end. And he lays it into the pocket, just over the head of Hogan, who can still try and recover it. Needs some support. He's got Petrarca. Had a man on in the goal square. Here's Nathan Jones, who snaps, and they do finally find a goal that ease. To Michael Walters. He's gone down. Look away handball from Viney. Creative. Oliver to Brayshaw. And the Demons bursting out of the middle up towards Petrarca almost. Well done by Pearce to knock it away. Garlett looking dangerous, bursting clear of one, then two. The snap off the outside of the boot, magnificent. He's able to win the footy. He got it to Spargo, who took off, and he chips it into McDonald. Great passage of play. He's got Garlett on over the top. He thought about sending it in that direction, but will instead go back for the set shot. So Tom McDonald steps out, snaps it back. That's a lovely finish from Tom McDonald. He's certainly having an impact on the game now. He just lays it up. Big Mac's gone! Towering mark, and he leaves the Dockers skittled in his wake, and he'll go back with the set shot from directly in front. It's perfectly set up from Petrarca to allow Gorman to take the mark.
Let's hope he does better than his last effort.
He had a big match last week. The last one was on the run.
Max, Max!
He doesn't do any better. A shocking set shot kick from Max Gawn. Langdon to Brad Hill. Inside 50 go Fremantle. Brennan Cox. Nice mark. Fremantle to bring it back under 20 points. That's a good looking effort from there. That's a great looking effort from there from Brennan Cox. Get another look at it. It's Neil.
Stumped him on his butt.
This is a good steal. Didn't get rid of it though, unfortunately. It was a great steal off the boot.
There's the brotherly love that we were waiting to see.
Good on you.
As Andrew wraps up Angus and wins the free kick. How many times would they have done that in the backyard growing up? Trying to clear it as far as he can. Neil, Salem just stood up a little stronger. Did Salem, and it's got the journey.
He's clean.
Bit of space for Jones, who's then able to release Tom McDonald, who can take it and go. Chip it over the top. Good movement there from Melbourne. And Clayton Oliver can go back and try and kick his second.
Well, the start of that chain, it was the ability to spread.
As he steps around Clayton Oliver, he does kick his second for the term, and Melbourne skipping clear now.
See the difference in the way Jordan Lewis. Oh, elbow to the guts here. Now, that's probably what it's worth.
There we see, down the bottom that. In danger from
came past, he wasn't expecting it.
Roger, ignore Jordan.
Ignore him.
50-metre penalty going the other direction this time.
Yeah, Walters was just going to cruise past, and Geordie threw the elbow into him.
First goal of the evening did Tom Sheridan. 2.5 to go in the third quarter to get it back to under 30 points. That's a nice looking finish from Tom Sheridan. He sends it towards Fritsch. Great body work. Hamling stretching just enough at the last second. Melbourne still a chance. Spargo there. Fritsch, the help arrives. Melksham to Neil Bullen. They'll just about walk it to the line. He got it away to Spargo. And they finally get the job done to the D's. Mundy had a fumble. Oliver in there. Got it to Gawn. Now Harms. He'll steady from 45. And he will bang it through.
That's better from Hughes.
Giro lost it out to Neil Bullen, and this time he can find the goals. Can Alex Neil Bullen?
And so they keep the opposition thinking on exactly what the perception is in terms of the way they play.
Clayton Oliver, classy to Hogan on the lead.
Because they're going to umpire that out of it.
A kick by Banfield. Walters able to juggle it. Maybe one last ruck contest.
There we go, Max.
And that will do it in Darwin. The Demons steady the ship. They're inaccurate early, but they run out comfortable winners and hold their place in the top 8 by 54 points.
Gives a little ground. I'll sweep wide towards Harms. Under pressure is Harms. Got the handball away and slams it into the goalpost. Deliberate was the call, and it was. So Mitch Wallace, a gimme goal for him after getting 3 against the Hawks last week.
Got it out just in time. Turnover. Richards, McRae feeds it back. McRae again. Got it back from McLean all the way back. In turn, Norton turned it over to Lewis. Chips it inside 50. On the run, Melksham!
Frost finds Oliver. He's had a wonderful season again as the club champion. Now Hannon, a chance to run. Garland, maybe the target again. What do you do this time, Jeffrey? With Big Max, Wallace takes the handball from Lipinski. Goes inside 50 once more. McDonald hammered it down straight to McRae. From a standing start, it's Gowes to the top of the square. Just drifts it wide towards McDonald, who can go towards Vince. Hunter got him. Hunter goes goalwards. The mark is taken by Shackey. 5 metres out, directly in front. Not cleanly away, and the Dogs may get another opportunity. Wallace takes it from McLean, gets the call out the back. He steadies. It's a bullet-like pass. Cordy couldn't take the mark. Daniels gets the hand pass sweeping wide. Wallace goes with a big, long bomb and says, thank you very much, I've got 2. Gone out the back. Well done to Brayshaw, off to the late inclusion, Hannon. They've got plenty to swoop on it. And they only need 1. Charlie Spargo says, I'll do it for you. Big Tom has 1 so far. Too far out to score. Just pops it up to the top of the square.
It's got to be a free kick to Hogan. Has to be.
Yep. Advantage is going to be paid. Neil Bullen will kick the goal, and he does. Also been a contributor in front of goal. He goes towards McDonald. Got a hand to it, but that was all. An opportunity for Lynch. Burst clear, draws the player, gives it to Dalhouse. Short little chip. That's going to be okay. Just the required distance to Shackey. Dogs looking for their first for the term from 48 metres. The drop punt looks good, and it is good. Shackey's got 2. Here's Gawn on centre wing. Couldn't complete the mark. They got the run of Joe Hannison now. Away he goes after taking it from Biggs. Is he going to be accurate enough? Yes, he is. The skipper does it for the Dogs.
Ninth is ninth. Gawn knocks it down. Brayshaw sidesteps a couple. Little 1-2. Okay, Oliver from Hannon. Spears it inboard. And Neil Bullen can go back and have a shot.
59% scores per inside 50. It's been a problem for Melbourne coming into the game.
Here they go again. Brayshaw goes wide to Spargo, who kicked 1 in the second. They go in towards the forward pocket region. And there's the man, Jesse Hogan.
Could change history. A ruckman winning it. Adam Goods, Tim Steins. Perfect palm down to Petrarca on cue. Brayshaw. He slams it inside 50. The ball in the back. Oliver. 3 in a row. Oscar McDonald just chipped it, pulled his kick late. Nicely delivered to Garland. Inside to Petrarca, and look at him run. Neil Bullen out the back, needs a kind bounce. They're coming at him. Almost got away, did get away. Brilliant to Hannon. And he nails a big-time goal there. Absolutely. Lynch out wide. Got it to half forward, off the spill. Still a ton of time for the Dogs. If they can find some momentum back. Honeychurch sized it up, thought he didn't have the kick in him, goes to Wallace.
Oliver got a hand. Brayshaw's been brilliant this quarter. Oliver belts it further forward. Jones tries to lock it up. They've got Spargo out wide and he's loose. He snaps and he goes.
Send the Dogs forward, but he goes wide. Dalhouse tried to float in. Rough head, sweeps it over the top. This is the kick, though. Can he nail it? I reckon he's got it.
I'm not sure you're allowed a high five or low five the umpire like we just saw there. But Brayshaw and Ray had a little low five together.
Towards the 50. Big pack of players. Rourke Smith's waiting down. Melksham almost had him. Garland gives it off. A hurried kick goes back in towards full forward. Hogan! Just putting the icing on a magnificent game, a memorable game. Trengove again. Centering ball to half forward. Wallace waiting down, tries to get it to Joe Hannison. He recovers, picks up, snaps and goals.
Yeah, so he leads the coaches' votes as we talked about, and with palms like that, he's got to break the run of midfield medalists and maybe be the ruckman to break the run as McDonald takes a good grab inside 50.
Who marks in front of Salem and plays on now. With the left foot he goes in towards full forward, but Bailey Fritsch has been relatively quiet today.
That's all right in defence.
Takes a good mark, yeah. To Salem. He's getting tired now, Max, but he's still going. So too is Oliver. So too is Hogan. Now Brayshaw. Oliver's still going from 50 metres. He spears a worm-burning pass. Petrarca finishes it off, and there is the play of the day.
Full-time athlete trying to play footy. Lewis in there. Ricochets back to Oliver. Finding plenty of the footy as always. Jeffy Garland on his own. And it landed right in his lap. Well played, Clayton Oliver.
They do it nicely, the Cats. Driving forward. Menzel, tricky one to handle on the half volley. The kick was absolutely superb. Jermaine Jones out the back. Dan Menzel, that was absolutely magnificent. Cats get another one. Guthrie had to come in and help out, and then Menegola dumped it wide, but straight to Oliver.
Gee, their pressure was good there. They just kept at the Cat defenders.
Well, this first quarter has not let us down at all. Clayton Oliver, we saw his teammate up in Alice Springs. Look at that, just having a chat. Jaden Hunt hit one of the great barrels of the year last year up in Alice Springs. Can Clayton Oliver do it? He hasn't got much of it at all, and much to the amusement of the Cats fans.
Narkle came in and he overran the footy. Jermaine Jones with a dribbler.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon that's a goal.
Playing the game they want to play down here, Richard.
Yeah, they're winning it back. And they've just got a little bit more control of the football at the moment.
Oh, well done, Brayshaw. Superb play. This is what they need. Can he finish with a goal? Angus Brayshaw, he can. Decent piece of that big Maxi. Asserts himself on the ruck contest superbly down to Petrarca. Neil Bullen now going to pick it up. Now, what will they pay here? Because he had Spargo. And listen to the Cats fans. In fact,
teammate right there, he pushes his kick.
And the benefit of the look at Chris Scott. Paddy Dangerfield, Max Gawn in the ruck. It's going to be a free kick because Angus Brayshaw doesn't know he's a ruckman. Oh, this is a disaster for Melbourne.
He's nominated himself as the ruckman. I said Paddy and Max.
You can
say to him, he's going up in the ruck and he's blocked him.
So that's stiff, isn't it? They had no idea that Dangerfield was nominated for the ruck. He gets a gift, Danger. He won't make a mistake with that. Danger has got a couple.
Stewart did pretty well. Petrarca went and found it, but no one wearing the same jumper was there to help him. Still Petrarca goes. Hogan, Spargo, outside of the boot. Charlie Spargo kicks a goal.
Expected Max Gawn to completely dominate tonight, but Stanley's battled away well.
Well picked out, Linger. Inside 50 goes Buse. Standing his ground, Frost. It gets to the back, and Hawkins, look at the mobility back in his step. Now the snap from Henry's good. They've got it to half forward. Jones on the left to Harms. Good ball. Harms inside 50. Hogan the target. Oh, yes. How well did they manufacture that by foot from defensive 50?
Play on.
Salem lines it up. Oh, man's gone down.
Big Max.
Hit the deck. He's got a free kick. And that was a fair way off the footy, Richard. I didn't get a look at it. This for a handy lead on Max. No problems. He loves it.
So there it is there, Tom Stewart. Geelong fans didn't like it.
Beautifully done. Got the handball, just a bit too much heat on it to Hawkins. Neil Bullen's been taken. And illegally The player in front of Hawkins is dealt with.
Maybe a little bit of frustration and an inadvertent part of the forearm to the head, Jim.
Here do Melbourne. Oliver just pounds a long ball. Melcham. Stewart's got work to do. Petrarca's really dangerous. Kept his feet with brilliance. Garlett gets on the end of it. Christian Petrarca superb. Running the wrong way, around the body, back to Melcham. Can't hang on. Big ball to win, and the Cats bring it away.
Only momentarily. They've turned it over again. Kennedy Harris to Tom McDonald. Worked his man under. McDonald picks it up. Oh, the D's are out to a 29-point lead.
Parfitt steps through. Back to the danger. Another ball, 50 entry. Here comes the big Hawk.
It was almost home. And this great Geelong side, here they come again. Kelly, will it sit for him? You better Will Hawkins! Number 6 on offer.
Have a listen to that.
No angle to worry about. Distance not an issue. 30th birthday today, and Tom Hawkins has got 6 goals. Kick it there, Reece. What are you doing? Get it to Hawkins. He's got a new opponent, Frost. Tell you what, out the back, Ablett, he's been quiet. Kelly picks it up, and Kelly goes. Good man in a crisis. Melcham's got some space. Tom McDonald. Oh, he's got it. He had defenders flying around him everywhere. And he's played on McDonald. And McDonald kicks a big goal. Where's Hawkins? He's got 6 on the night. Ablett always going to send it in that direction. He got rid of his man Hawkins. Second, third attempt, picked it up. Goal number 7. Can he bend it back? Yes. Oh, what about this game? 7 goals to Hawkins. It's got to step up, and you're right, Richo. Joel's organised the space that he wanted. Big clearance to be won here. Oh, Nate Jones and Selwood. What about that collision? Look at this contest.
Wow. 2 skippers. 2 warriors.
Neil Bullen tried to go up the ground. Stanley's hands were good. Stewart, 24 seconds. Out to the wing. Menzel with a chance.
They've got to look at it here, the Cats. Menzel, brave kick, pulls the kick to Hawkins. Handball on, works to Duncan. Duncan inside forward, 50. Here they come, the Cats! Tui! A stretch and catch for a kick after the siren. What about this game of footy?
What about the kick in the middle to Hawkins from Menzel? That was brilliant, that kick by Menzel.
Here we go. To win Geelong the game after the siren, Zach Tui. Set shot. He's done it. The Cats have won it. One of the great final turns you'll ever see. Surface magnificent, no excuses. Here's Greenwood, left foot snap, yes! Gawn, got it wide, good tackling again. I'm not sure that was legal disposal. Greenwood, Betts, Crow's got another one. Wide to Neil Bullen, this has got to sit for him, it does. The cavalry arrives finally. That's a nice ball, looking for Jeffy Garlett. Bit off the 45. Over the top now, Tommy McDonald. Take all the space, have a bounce, straighten up, and kick a goal. Well done.
Eddie Betts has pushed up the ground and back to Laird. Ricocheted back, the kick from Laird. A little fumble from Angus Brayshaw. Oh, nice hands. Melksham got it out to Lewis. Game 300. This would be a nice moment. Jordan Lewis kicks the goal. Melbourne defence has held up pretty well. Can they do it again here? Gibbs, he's capable from there. What a classy effort, Bryce Gibbs.
Well, this is another goal from a forward 50 stoppage. That's 3. It's unheard of. 3 in a quarter.
Oh, Lynch held on to it for a while. Beautiful kick. He does that so well, Tom Lynch. Lachlan Murphy, just his 9th game of AFL football. Oh, beautiful strike.
Decided against it, Kennedy Harris. Handball to Jetta. Jetta from 49 can have a look. Sits it up instead of going for it. Melcham in from the side. Wonderful contested mark. Might end up working. Picked up by Petrarca. Long forward ball. Fritsch coming back. Cheney did really well.
This is a big ball to be won. Great commitment from Spargo. Cheney as well. Put his body on the line. Miller has been really impressive. Look at it get through there. Oh, what about that at half-back? Wayne Miller. Superb effort.
Have a look at this here. This is just an amazing effort to get through there. He had about 5 Melbourne players to evade, and he did it perfectly.
Talia got a bit of an issue here, but the Crows good enough to get through, and going to get to Eddie Betts.
And Eddie gets claimed straight away, and that's holding the ball. They're going to go inside through Petrarca. Out the back is Big Tommy, and he takes it top of the square. Good result for Melbourne.
One-on-ones everywhere around this. Maybe Tyson the free, and that's where it went. Well worked out. It was outstanding. Jordan Lewis, game 300, kicks his 2nd goal.
7 clearances in a row. It's getting dangerous now for the Crows.
And Petrarca goes to centre half forward. Numbers with Adelaide, but it's Melcham who picked it up and kicks a sidewinder forward, and it bounces through. Nuts. Now there's a big ball to win. Brayshaw goes back and body lines the footy nicely, then gets poleaxed himself.
McGovern might have hurt his shoulder in that too.
Just looking at McGovern, he's holding it gingerly.
Yeah, this contest here with McGovern. 2 committed players. McGovern came off 2nd best.
Dom Tyson steps through, steers it nicely to Hogan. It's the sort of night he's having. He just cannot get it right, Jesse.
He's lost confidence.
Oh, Miller, that's his first mistake, and it might be a critical one. Jeffy put the one hand out, maybe 2, Jeffy. He had Spargo down there still going. Eventually got it with the one hand. Bailey Fritsch, good chance from here, and the D's get it.
Ball in through the hands of Harms. Gives a little one, but straight to Smith. Not far enough. Step through nicely, Smith. Then a little touch ball to Petrarca. Front and centre, Jeffy Garlett runs a bit of an arc and kicks a goal.
Ball. That's a good, well-weighted kick. DeLucci started it. He might finish it as well. The Crows kick the first to the last. Out to Lynch. Ricochet back, gets a 2nd effort at it. Awkward ball in the middle of the ground. Bernie, or chance here. They might be out, the Crows.
And it's in great hands with Eddie Betts. Eddie Betts. That's the one they needed.
Some pressure being applied. Beautiful hands from Crouch. Awkward ball. Greenwood's a chance. Eddie's dangerous. Oh, it's going to get out. McGovern couldn't pick it up. Lynch can. And he's kicked it straight up and down the chimney. Oh, what about that?
It's like a bit of soap, that nut.
No. Oliver, Gibbs. Here's Betts. And he's hit the post. Oh, no.
Can they surge it forward? Oh, well played, Oliver. That might be enough. 28 seconds left on the clock.
Hogan with a big ball to win, and he wins it. And then handballs over the top to Petrarca. Petrarca's got Neil Bullen. There's the game. Look at Simon Goodwin.
From goal, chips it up. Gawn sets himself 3 to beat. Jones at the back. So Hogan against Witts. Witts the tap. Petrarca looked to run onto it. Miller makes space for Harbrow. Handball misses Leslie. Garlett, Oliver, snap, another. Knocked free. Here's Tyson. Feeds it back to Salem. Gets a look from 48 metres. Front and centre for Young. Tries to stand up in the tackle, but three come at him. It spills out. Quick snap from Holman. It's good.
Clayton somehow just got a little separation. Jay Kennedy-Harris runs by. He's ignored. Here's a chance for Spargo. He doesn't break stride. Bang! Demons have got 5.
Now Garlett could put it out into the path of Hogan. He's got a couple of metres on Max Spencer. Spencer closes. Hogan twisting and turning, looking for an option. Garlett kept running. He delivered it originally from half back. Garlett will square it up in the McDonald direction. It'll clear him. Spills to the back. Petrarca, Spargo, Champagne football D's.
The big injury concern from earlier was Peter Wright. You can see there, just hyperextends that knee. He is ruled out for the rest of the afternoon. So one player down here for the Gold Coast Suns.
Archie tumbles it. Chance for Young. Just slaps it in front, and they're off to the races here. A chance for Heron. Just arches his back. Starts to run. Off he goes. Got the speed, but got run down.
Here's Lewis from 48 metres. Just pops it up to a 2-on-1. They got in each other's way. Vandenberg lurking. Turning. Trying to get a handball off to Harms. He does. And he goals. Young's got to stand and wait. Tackle comes from Vince. Ball released. Fiorini and Fritsch go at it. It comes to Weller. Now Sexton. Gold Coast get their second.
Dropped a fair bit of weight this summer so he could get more mobile around the ground and hasn't lost anything in his ruck work at stoppages.
5.4 Ks on Max Gawn's Telstra tracker. Here's Leslie. It's going to bounce through, is it? It is. Fiorini. And Leslie's offered something across half forward this afternoon. He's presented well, and on this occasion delivers inside 50 to Sexton, who can go back and kick for his third goal. Well, remarkably, Alex Sexton could be the leading goal kicker on the ground if he slots this. From 48 metres. Finishes beautifully. 3 goals to Sexton. The Suns get their 4th. Now they've got men open in the forward 50, sneaking in over the back. That's a big fly and a nice mark taken by Weller. He had the sit. He can pop it over the top. And some reward for effort here coming up for the Suns as Sexton will go back to kick for his 4th.
Chance for the D's. Spencer needs to hold up. Riscatell under enormous pressure. Spargo's the tackler. Demons come from everywhere. Crowd on their feet. Phillies boots. Oh, well done in the end. Lemons reeled it in. They kicked 100 plus 8 times total.
But an attacking force this year, the #1 attack in the game.
They're attacking again. Lone man is Jesse Hogan. It's kicked in his direction. Garlett's going to be fed the ball into the goal square, into the third deck. He works it through the middle. Got a couple of demons to choose. Brayshaw started the last goal from about here. Sent it over the top to Hogan, who gave it to Garlett this time. McDonald, one hand.
Bends it goalward. Miller comes across. It's still bouncing. It's still alive. And Sexton's kicked his 5th.
A long ball to the one-on-one. Can Hogan get to the contest? He can. Spencer did well. Knocked it towards the man in Bose, who almost has it stolen. Is he caught holding the ball? Demons fans want it. They want a goal too, and they might get it. Hogan to Harms to goal. Quick response. Goal 17 for Melbourne.
From 52 metres, punches it low towards the square. And Hogan read the cue beautifully. And there's some less than good news for the D's. Joel Smith Lands awkwardly there on that right shoulder, AC joint. Play will be stopped.
Jetta crashes on through. Brody couldn't hold on to him. Petrarca fed it. Jay Kennedy Harris. Here's the one-on-one. Hogan, Spencer. Big, tall and strong. Jesse Hogan looking for 4. Inside 50, Spargo will go. Can he control the football? He can. Works it. It's going to be a shot late. Perhaps after the siren.
Marking contest. It's okay in the marking contest.
As a young kid, you're throwing the ball to yourself. Siren's gone this to win by 100. So the mate, youngster, wearing the famous number, is drifted late. No 100-point win, but the consolation prize for the first time in the club's history. They win 3 by 90 plus in the one season.
Stretching mark in front of Kennedy. Places this, and here is Aliir now. I'll continue to tell you, if you kick the ball anywhere near this guy in the area, he's going to mark. His two attributes, Tim, are marking and running.
Donald couldn't take it as he worked his way through. Heaney to space. Here's a chance. Papley, low ball, straight through the middle. First of the afternoon belongs to the Swans. They came in as underdogs. Hogan missed moments ago. What can he work out here?
Oh, no.
Almost over the line. In fact, over the line.
No. Just watch this closely again. There you go. He just sort of clips the back heel of Hogan there.
The whole of the MCG effectively ground to a halt.
This is up to 10 possessions. Brayshaw has been outstanding.
He has, and here's Aliir. In the air, off hands, fast hands. Petrarca, a bender, and he likes it, and so do his teammates. To himself, is it all worth it as Melbourne go forward once again? Shocking. Over the back of Aliir, into the open goal. As easy as you like for Vandenberg.
He's got the journey, Jimmy, but not convinced quite yet he's going to go searching. So at 35 metres out of the land and easily enough into the hands of Cunningham. And they get their second here. Sees them lead by just 18 points. This to make it a 2-goal game. Cunningham kicked it perfectly. Their second. Man is on over the top. That's McCartan, and Hayward all alone. Got to move it on quickly. Running is Fritsch. Does he have the closing speed? Bouncing ball for Hayward. Hemmed in out of sight. Around the corner. Long ball. How's the bounce here? It bounces unbelievably if you're a Swans fan.
Driving ball by Parker. Hanbury, good position here. Both hands on it. Heaney, the side and centre. And the beautiful, calm kick around the corner.
Taps it down this time to Neville Jetta. Missed him. McCartan was clever by hand. Hanbury from 55. 4 in a row. Pitches and rolls on through. Swans in front. Ugly sort of a ball, but going to work out. Neil Bullen to 55. Great vision, pulls the kick. Spargo. Up to you now, Charlie, who hit it from about 45. Debuted in round 6. Kicked 2 goals with his first 3 kicks. Kicked 12 in total now. This desperately needed. Touch to heard the umpire. Who's in front? No one really. Aliir kills the ball.
I'll tell you this, just looking at him then, Spargo, he has absolutely no goal-kicking routine at all.
Comes back out onto the right. Front spot. Hayward almost. Now it's dangerous times. Ronk. Ricochets. McCartan goes low. Gets another. Swans by 25.
In the position they're in now, but definitely no conceding. Franklin able to get rid of Kennedy Harris. Got that bending the right way. And Oscar McDonald takes over Chelsea Rocky. Chelsea says, I'm all right. I'm all right. Don't you worry about me.
And then how quickly she gets back up onto her feet.
Little finger there indicating I want the contested mark in the goal square. Advantage paid. But he won't be required as Papley squares it up. Kicks his second. Petrarca with a rare, clean clearance out of the middle. There's Aliir affecting him in the air. Pedersen, little dribble along the ground. Maybe a little fumble. It is.
Gone. Well, just sharp by Papley. He wants three. He's got three. And it's 28 points again. Continues to roll on. His kick, as always, finds his man. And well, this is the next bit they found a bit tricky. Harms over the top, hoping for either Garlett or McDonald. Garlett's found. Garlett will kick a goal. Garlett will get it back to 22 points. The first of the last. A one-on-one, then Pedersen quickly over the top. Hogan, Heaney flies! That takes one of the marks of the year.
Oliver, Petrarca got it. Hogan, now the hard part. As Hogan lines up to get it under 20. Goodness gracious me, wowie. Yeah, couldn't believe that. Comes to Tyson, his kick is likewise. Jones, little pot shot from 40. Finally, back to 7.
Guess who? They've lost 4 of the last 5. They're in trouble. They were questioned. They were written off. They responded. They beat the Pies last week. They never lost belief. Men down today, and they win against the odds.
Marston linking up with Redden. Kick intended for Darling, an awkward half volley. Over the top, Oscar McDonald, ball jars free. And Vandenberg can work the middle.
There's a player down behind play. It's the West Coast player as well as that Darling.
It's Jack Darling taking in a big tackle. No, I reckon it'll be a concussion issue. I think it was Oscar McDonald. You see here, head hits the surface very, very solidly.
No whistle. Oliver. He's a beast winning the footy, but he made a mess of that. Neil Bullen across to Harms, who kicks a bouncing ball, and the Demons can do no wrong. Brayshaw buys some time, kicks to the hot spot, spills out the back. McDonald, Jones, sidestep, back to McDonald, a step, a kick, a goal. It's all happening for Melbourne. Intercept by Redden. Sheed's winning some of it. Good release ball. Hutchings. Probing kick at the back. Rioli around his body. And finally, they hit the target.
Petrarca. Oliver was there as well. Little handball comes to Hearn. Hearn, a low ball skimming inside 50. Barty cornered the one arm. Oscar McDonald tackle. Fritsch in front. Salem under pressure. Rioli through. Marston breaks away. Got their second. Brilliant stuff from the West Coast Eagles, pushing it forward.
Petrarca at the spill. A big one-on-one here. Melcher will have to come from behind. And Barras did enough. Jeddah, cool, calm and composed with the delivery for Shuey. He follows it up. And lead up. The kick on a platter for Vardy.
Shepherd looking to go deep inside 50. Another long ball. Repeat entries here. What a mark that was by Frost.
Lycett wastes no time. Sheed. Pinpoint ball. Cripps. There's a whistle. And it will be a free kick to Jamie Cripps. Thought on first inspection that
just let us control it.
Both players are going for the footy. Like every good forward, despite taking that blow, Cripps puts his hand up to take the kick. He's had a great season, and he lands a knockout blow of his own.
Deep ball for 50. Melksham doing the bullocking work there. Good pack of players. Form a little handball out the back then from Archie. Petrarca doing some good round level work. Vandenberg liked it off the boot. The moment he kicked it, he had the left fist in the air.
Marsden's the runner near the boundary, and Rioli is metres in the clear. Has to take it on the bounce. Jetta, outstanding. And that will bring a smile to Simon Goodwin's face.
There's plenty to play for. That man won't be playing any further in this game. Jack Darling. Kennedy due back soon for West Coast. Oliver spinning brilliantly out of the middle. Got it inside 50. There is Tom McDonald. Oliver came back for a second go. Got the handball out. Brayshaw back inside. Little one here to Kent. Kent tried to sneak it through. Good kick. Great slips catch by Melksham. What have we got here now? Melksham keeps the ball low. Good looking ball. That's a goal. They'd be happy with that, the Demons. Brayshaw. Beautiful kick from Brayshaw to Melksham. Takes on Barris, and Barris running down. He underestimated the big man.
Play on!
Umpire Matt Stevic right on the money there. Duggan top of the square. Vardy the big man here. He's the real tallie. He's got the second biter. Got it off to the left for a Sheed. It straightens. Look at that. Magnificent from Sheed. Back to 13 points. Shuey didn't oblige. Went a little poker. Vardy brilliant out the back door. Finds an opportunity with Redden. Here's the build-up. Got Sheed. He's a left footer, remember. Look who's running the goal. It's Rioli. Does he try and thread the needle? Rioli says, I don't need my hands. I can just strike it like one of the best international strikers in the world.
Spargo dispossessed, Sheed involved, and Duggan helps out. A little wrestling between Jetta, who took a remarkable mark despite being manhandled by Rioli. Jetta, clever ball. Salem, sidestep, terrific vision. And the Demons with Neil Bullen out the back. They've got them again. And Melksham back into the side. Waste no time. And he squeezes it home. The Demons can stiff September.
Hearn started all this, clobbers the ball, it's really deep, Ryan's there, doesn't attempt the mark, off hands they come, LeCras, Rioli, snap, goal!
Shares it with Redden, got LeCras down the line, kicks it into Oliver. And so they have to start again. Just a dump ball. LeCras, well, it got there eventually. Mark LeCras turns 32 at the end of a month, in the twilight of his career. For the first time this afternoon, the Eagles are in front. Can you believe it? Jones, Gawn, off to Tyson and Salem. Clever kick and gets it to Brayshaw, as Peter Bell suggested. The helmet's off, but he keeps his head just when he needed to.
Fritz into a little bit of space, Hannon. Shepard decides not to come. It was a bad blue. Look at this over the top. Melksham's going to mark and run into an open goal. Melbourne are back in front, and they're back in the 8. Cole told to go, and he does. Long ball down the line. Salem and Shepard. Over the top, third man up, arrived late. Marked it off his hip. Have won 5 of them. Will this be another? McGovern got the little handball off. Here they go. Remember, Melbourne have got the extra behind the footy. That player has now come up in Jordan Lewis. Here's Harms. Harms a centering ball. Good kick. Game hinges on this. Kick is a big kick of the ball. So Kent directly in front. Umpires told him to go. His time's running out. Oh, very close to the man on the mark. Long ball. It's a goal. Will this see Melbourne into the finals for the first time since 2006?
But it was labelled D-Day for the Melbourne Football Club. They've made it. They're in September, and they've done it in spectacular fashion. Bit happening after the final siren between Jetta and LeCras, but Melbourne need not get involved. What an afternoon for this football club.
Saw
Ward lining up with Oliver in the middle of the ground. A couple of quality midfields, and Lewis over the top goes short. Here's a chance for Melksham. Likes it, goes towards McDonald.
How precise was that?
All through the middle of the ground, the Demons hit their targets, and McDonald can open the Demons' account. He was looking for a needle in a haystack and found it. And McDonald, precise, Demons away. In that three-quarter sleeve jumper, which we've become accustomed to seeing him in. Cornelio has a wrestle. Cornelio at the back. He'll get the first for the Giants.
A little iffy on the kick. Put Jones under a little bit of pressure. Attempted pick up. Kent met the ball solidly with Wetfield, and Kent's done his shoulder.
Have a look at this.
Oh, gee, they met solidly.
Oh. Working his direction right now. Left boot, long ball. Gone in between it all. Melksham, big fly. McDonald tried to get the handball away, couldn't. Petrarca wants Spargo, finds him in the end. Almost on the left boot. Here we go, Vandenberg. Pretty slick out of the middle. A couple of bounces. Might think about a third. Onto the left boot. Petrarca. Finlayson over the top. Thanks. Here they go, the Giants. Langdon over the logo. Inside 50. Chance for lob. Gawn. Great grab from Maxi Gawn. Under pressure, going back with the flight.
Brayshaw in there. Oliver. What a combination it is, Oliver and Gawn. Probably Brayshaw and his other midfielders in there, and here he is, Brayshaw, bursting through, low ball, nice stuff, all started by Gawn out of the middle. Couldn't get it. Now Oliver just goes long and high here. Very long ball. Wiedemann knocked down. Melksham committed the body. So did Davis. Here's Haynes. Taranto's in there as well. Melbourne fighting hard in their forward 50. Jones is there. Little one around the corner. Eventually bubbles out. Petrarca. Sharp handball. Tom McDonald runs in and kicks his third.
Whitfield went low, clever. Tomlinson sidestep. Might have been Perryman was. Couple of Demons run into each other. Harms ends up with a football. Vandenberg.
That's not good news, Jakey Melksham.
Have a look at this. Caught in harm's way.
Head clash.
Gee.
Good pick up from Wiedemann. Now to Brayshaw. Can they work it into the Demons' hands here in the pocket? It's Davis, front spot. Well done, Spargo over the top. Petrarca. Petrarca gets it from McDonald. Petrarca on the left. Petrarca goals! So getting close here to half-time. What can the Giants get? Last roll of the dice. Who can win in the air? Back on the flight, Cameron. Chance. Well, almost for Jetta to get away. Couldn't. Got caught, got clobbered. Last kick of the half. Can get it back to an 8-point margin. Cornelio has won.
Oh. That is a simple case of them not understanding exactly where to kick
it. Drives the ball inside 50. McDonald, perhaps. Lockie Keefe had a bit of his jumper. Ball in dispute. Spargo knocked it towards Melksham. Petrarca. A little bit of a duck and a weave and a goal. Petrarca's got two. The Demons have got two quickly in the third. Here's a chance for Spargo. Been industrious today. Wants Melksham. Ends up with Melksham, but he's got a bit of a shimmy on, and then around Finlayson. He goes on the left. Chance for McDonald. Looking for a fourth. Petrarca wants a third. Petrarca gets his third. The Tigers will host the Hawks. Eagles will host Collingwood.
Not even looking back inside, just wanting to go down the line here. Lob the intended target. Bonner off hands, took too long to get rid of it. Salem had nailed him by the time he'd made his decision. And there's a desperate tackle from Neville. Just doing the defensive thing and going back down the line. Wiedemann! What a grab! Quickly there was Cornelio. Now Oliver charging forward. Long ball here. Melksham. One out there looking to win it. Oh, Spargo. Beautiful. Got it to Jones on the run. Jones salutes.
Frost couldn't control it, lost it. Then the desperation, intensity, went and got it again. Demons fans cheer. Brayshaw back to Frost. They're playing with confidence. tumbles it forward, bouncing ball. McDonald knew it was going to bounce, trapped the ball. Neil Bullen to 48, it'll bounce, it's another goal! 11 of 13! Demons fans on their feet. Fritsch, Salem, on his knees, found a way up, gave it off to Oscar McDonald. Bonner over the top, surely now for the Giants. Well, there's their afternoon. Cameron wanted Langdon, missed him altogether.
Interesting to have a look at how many players, Haim, you've been looking at them, how many are due back. Here's a kick around the corner, and that's a beauty. So there's one of them to Coniglio.
If they don't want to play quick, they can just get contested numbers around the ball.
They're taking those sort of kicks on and finding the hands of the player they're kicking to. A goal last week in the West. Trying to get his first here. Bingo. 13 for the Demons, 43-point leaders.
They've earned themselves a home elimination final here. Stay with us, we'll find out more about when those games were played. But Melbourne, huge winners over one of the highly fancied teams here at the MCG. Win it by 45.
Now it opens up for the D's. Petrarca from Brayshaw. Now Petrarca's got some time to think about this. He's a long kick. That kick to full forward's a beauty. McDonald. And that's what Geelong hasn't been able to do. It's a testing kick. The nerves jangle a bit at this time. It's a good kick. It's just the right start. He's closing in on 50, Big Tom.
So Melbourne holding it at their end. This will suit them naturally. Lewis sends it high. Gawn, a big opportunity here. Gawn, a big opportunity. There it is. Nicely done. Crowd rises one.
Hawkins gets involved for the first real time. Duncan been busy early. Cats everywhere. Oh, Menegola should have left it for Murdoch. Where was the talk there?
Petrarca wants it boundary side. Hannon said no, not while we're going this good. Spargo marks. They all drop off him. Look at him thread the needle. Harms the marker. Same spot as Gawn. Another short one, Murdoch.
So every Melbourne players touched the footy, had a disposal. 8 Cats haven't got their hands on it yet. Murdoch's gone.
This would be their 5th goal, right on the quarter-time siren. It's going to test his journey, and it really did test it. In the air here, got to defend. Wiedemann with a juggler. He's been paid the mark, and he'll kick this after the siren. In front of 90,000 in their first final. He has kicked the goal. He's got 2 in the first quarter. Melbourne, 33-2. Here's Ablett, tries to keep Selwood running. Oliver came at him, upended. Did you see that? What about that? What about that attack on the footy from both of those players?
Just his balance, BT.
Yeah.
He's a good kick. Gets to full forward. Gawn nearly. Neil Bullen. Really should have kicked it. Good run from Stewart there, from Selwood, and then kicks to full forward. Kelly will get a free kick. Against Lewis. Panicked a bit, Lewis, I reckon. Just has to kick it. Has to kick it. He does. Melchum, Ablett just did enough. Kolodjasny, Brayshaw was wonderful. Spargo off a step, missing again.
Melbourne can go forward again. Oscar McDonald with a handball. He says to Jones, you go for home. From 45 metres out, Jones again misses. Haven't kicked a goal in this quarter, the Demons. If somehow Dangerfield can work this ball into a good position like he has, with a brilliant lead of Hawkins and stuck it down his throat, Goal number 498. He's the left to right natural worker of the footy, and that's what he needs to do here. It's only 30 metres. It's acute, isn't it? Kick on the way. Gee, it looks good. Didn't bend back. Yes, it did.
Lewis's hand's brilliant. Gone to Harms. Harms bends his back. Kicks it penetratingly to full forward. And Hughes couldn't hold his feet. And Melsham takes really an uncontested mark. And then plays on with the left foot and gets it home for a goal.
Petrarca can't quite get a grip on it. Ablett did well. Picked up by Dangerfield. Sold a little bit of foot candy. What a smother by Hibbert. Ablett. Brayshaw's got him. Shook the tackle. Dangerfield again. Point blank range. Has missed to the left. Spinning pirouette out of trouble. Launches the pretty horrible looking ball inside. Hibbert fumbled. Kelly got on the end of it. Handball over the top to Scott Selwood. Gives a handball to Menzel. Menzel into an open goal. I think he clipped the side of the post. Oh boy.
Tui with a little bit of time and space. Kicks to Hawkins. Hawkins has got it. That's a good mark.
2 massive kicks already, so he's hitting the ball beautifully.
This makes a big difference.
Hang on, there's a free kick as the players were running off to the interchange here. Bit of a scuffle between Harms and Selwood.
No, you're not there.
So it's been turned around. Unbelievable.
So as Harms and Selwood were running off the ground, Melksham got involved as well, but it looks like there was a free kick paid against Geelong by the third umpire sitting here on the bench.
Ray saw it. Viney makes up. Selwood slipped. And this is going to be on right now. Jack Viney never one to give up on things.
Tackle was reasonable. Hold there.
He's had 10 tackles now, Jack Viney.
Absolutely incredible it has been. Duck as Viney goes long and deep, coming from a long, long way back was Tom McDonald. Petrarca able to get rid of one. Wriggling loose. Gives it on to the old campaigner Jones. Gets the first of the last to extend it to 29 points. Hawkins wants to go. Harms on the mark. Beautiful kick by Tom. Got it inside there to Scott Selwood. Won't get the journey from there. This man will if he can straighten. Tui does that. Right foot bending, bending, bending. Tui's got the goal. Just the one you ordered.
And then Guthrie comes inside. That's a good kick. Quickly on. Duncan has coughed the ball up so often tonight. He's had a terrible, terrible night. I know the stats say he's had a lot of the ball.
10 minutes remaining. Salem slides it down the line. Tom McDonald in the air. Off the back of the pack. Melksham did well to extend it another 35 minutes. Hits the deck, Henderson. Hannon can go all the way. One bounce. 50, 40, 30, 20, 15. Closing. Goal. Hannon's got it for the Demons. They lead by 28.
Only as far as McDonald. McDonald inboard to Tyson. Normally constructive. Gives it all he's got. Wiedemann. Oh, yes. Starts it. Finishes it. He's kicked 3. It's a dream come true. And Kelly. That's a good kick inside. Scott Selwood. They haven't done this all night. Geelong. That one going into the back of Oscar McDonald and the D's. It's their night. It's their night. Melbourne have beaten Geelong in the elimination final on their way to the semi.
This is what we're talking about. Ruff telling a bit of a joke. Isaac Smith got a bit of a smirk out of it. And boys, let's go and enjoy it. Sicily got a bit of a giggle as well.
Just a little nervy early. Let's see if there's any damage done on the scoreboard. That just poked by Henderson. And oh, there you go. Schoenmakers, it fell into his lap. So how important this is after what happened last week early in the match. Got it. Got it. Hawthorn get the first.
So I think we will get consecutive 90,000 crowds. That's a barrel. Look at that, to the edge of the centre circle. Hawthorn may be the beneficiary of it. Brayshaw, Petrarca, Oliver, little handball. Hannon, driving ball to advantage. McDonald, what brilliant play. That's the way Melbourne play from one end to the other.
He talked about how many mistakes are made in finals because of pressure. We're seeing a lot of that tonight early. It's so hot, the football at the moment. Here's another one. Neil Bullen gets inside. Melksham thinking. Hannon got it. Now he's going to go quickly on. That's a good kick. And then Spargo goes on, and McDonald's got his second, and Melbourne are in front.
Tom Mitchell just getting a little bit of treatment on the bench after that bump there. All fair. Good hard play. That's finals footy by Neville Jetta.
Down to the runes, actually, Lingy with the dock, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Little one had to go. Puopolo, Fritsch, right on his tail. What a pick-up from Puopolo. Sprinting away, takes them on. Handball over the top to McAvoy. He'll look to give it further afield. Here's Warple, inside 50. Struck it brilliantly. Great answer from the Hawks. In the first 10 minutes of this quarter, Viney, second game back for him. Tom McDonald, a good run, but Gorm. How it works at this end of the ground. Let's have a look. Good starting position, perfect. Geez, worked it out. Tom McDonald making it hard for everybody with the big body, just throws it back into the corridor. Remember, they want chaos.
Have a look at the attack on the footy here from Jordan Lewis against his old team. It's exactly what you wanted to see from him.
Terrific stuff from him, wasn't it, the old Warrior? And speaking of old Warriors, his old mate. Ruffy down that line. Oh, that is a super mark.
Some heaps in it, but again, that frontal pressure was coming there.
Melbourne free kick.
It's been reversed.
Melbourne free kick. Melbourne free kick.
So this was down the ground.
I'm not sure you want to be dropping there. I don't like. It's not a good look what Clayton Oliver did.
I'm with you, Richo.
Real bounce now off half back. And then a floating kick to Gunston, who's looking dangerous. Puopolo off the ground, clever. Gunston's got the run of it. Oh, couldn't quite. It was a chase by Hibbert, wasn't it?
Pressure like this from the Hawks. Lewis. Then a hard ball attempt by Roughhead. Got in under his best mate. And Jordan Lewis not happy. Best mates blowing it up and elbowing each other. And Matty Nicholas come saying, mate, aren't you guys friends? 42 finals he's umpired. Oliver steaming through the middle. Long ball. Wiedemann got rid of Mirror.
Jones's hands were good. Viney's vision, but Howe did well. Taps it back to Sicily, and then Sicily brings the ball back. Melbourne are in the box seat, though. Puopolo completely outnumbered. He can kick a goal, Poppy. He does from nothing. That helps. That's what Bruce is trying to do, Lingy. And then he gets some distance. He gets it at the back. Gunston's in a beautiful spot if it sits. It does. And he hits the post. He hits and rattles the post.
High penetrating ball. Melksham's got to make this work. Sicily did well to engage. Gee, well done, James Sicily. Well done. How much pressure. Shields missed the lot with the handball. Now Melbourne are in. Spargo could have given it to Hannon. One over top. Neil Bullen into the open goal. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it.
Shields trying to get it clear. Warple. And then almost ripped off him by Viney. Neil Bullen fends off. Cutting across there, Howe was good. Viney twists and turns and does it magnificently and kicks to centre half forward, and Brayshaw takes a beauty. Oh, Viney.
He's a battering ram.
And he's got it home, and you know what? They might be too. Have a look at what it means, eh? Not quite there yet, but oh boy.
As they get it to Howe.
They do, and then Howe uses the run of Smith. He gets to a scoring position. It's a magnificent goal.
Wow.
Boy, doesn't that help?
Brayshaw looking to get on the end. Mitchell. Burgoyne, did he have his feet taken? Very, very late call, but Burgoyne's got it.
I'm not sure how Brayshaw's already on the ground. He's going for the footy. That's not sliding in. That's not below the knees.
And he got collected in the head.
That's not a free kick.
Gee, that's rough, and Gunston's marked. 26 down. Make it 20. They are just 20 down.
He's got McAvoy inside. He shrugs off the tackle. And then Hardwick with a long, high ball to full forward. And Maxi takes a colossal mark.
He almost got upside down then. At the moment from Melbourne. Oliver out the back to Brayshaw. Brayshaw pumps it forward, high footy. Up over the top, Frawley. Melksham at ground level. Left footer around the corner. What about that from Melksham? What about that? Gee, God, boy, wow!
They can't be a game. No. If this game's decided because of those two below the knee contact.
Gee, Melsham's last 3-4 minutes have been magnificent. I mean, he's just done Sicily one-on-one. Belts back to full forward. Mark taken there by Big Tom. Roughhead's handball cut off by Lewis. Nash gets the better of him. Gets the better of Oliver. Did well. Takes him on and Oliver gets him down. Oscar McDonald got it from Jeddah. Back to Vandenberg with a couple of options. Decides to go long to full forward. Gets to the back. Wiedemann, no. Young Spargo. He's had a big night. He kicks his second. Just wait for this. Wait for this now.
But he intercepts, slides it over the top. It's not a great ball for Kennedy. Frost gets ragdolled. Smith, Oliver, dangerous place to handball the footy, but Jones makes it work. Lewis, speak about dangerous handballs. Chopped out by Kennedy. First blood, West Coast.
Shuey slaps it out, Venables. Debut season's been really impressive to Yo. Kennedy. Well played, Sam Frost. He's got leg speed. Good recovery. Look at him just burst away. Good hands. Brayshaw just a little fumble. Could be costly. Oh, they're out everywhere. Yes. Lacroix's going to get it. Lacroix's going to play on. They're going to waltz him to goal. And Cripps kicks the second goal of the game.
Goes on the 45, centre of the ground. Spargo missed with the handball. Duggan the turnover. High ball forward. One out. Darling will get a free for a hole.
Defend. Hibbert back there, couldn't quite get it. Now he decides to just dump it out. Petrarca. Good effort from the truck. Coughs it up though. McGovern short. Redden put the 1 mid out. Play on. Cripps, can he get another one? It looks good off the boot. It's home.
Overlap running from Jeddah. Sticks it to Kennedy inside 50. No, in fact, checked it to Venables, who slides in. Kennedy just held his spot and kicks a goal. It's thumped away from him. Big Max has got to pick it up. Did pretty well. Now to Vandenberg. And he gets reefed into the ground. Time in forward half. It's just a smashing. Redden high, ball forward. Look at Ryan. That's what this man does, Flying Ryan.
More opportunity. Redden gets it back. Cripps has got time to look over his shoulder. Sizes up the goal square. Liam Ryan. Has the crowd kicked it? I reckon he has.
I think he has. I believe it's a goal. Can we please make sure he kicked it before it fully crossed the line? Sure.
It's come off his back heel, I reckon. Hard to see that being
Review
overturned.
complete. Decision on scoreboard.
Handball to Hibbert. Where does he go by foot? He goes wide for Neil Bullen, takes a good mark, and then plays on. Outside the field to play. Just had a brain fade. Sort of sums the day up a bit. Saw Richmond go deep into the first half before they kicked a goal last night. And it's looking a bit similar. Look at that. Kennedy's been enormous.
Could not have been a worse start in this final. Spargo. Oh, no.
Blistering first half from the West Coast Eagles. Gawn straight to Yeo. Yeo, end on end. Big defensive work needing to be done here. Ryan, off the ground, Darling. Eagles got another one. Gets around Yeo, lowers the eyes, can't find Smith. Oliver runs inside out, straightens up, kicks Melbourne's first goal. Now off to the races. Big ball to win here. Well done, Oliver. Came charging through. Otherwise, the West Coast were out. They may still be. Handball turnover again. Lacroix with a bouncing ball. They make you pay every single time.
They'll feel pretty good about things.
Vandenberg to Harms. Not a great forward 50 entry, but it bounces okay. Neil Bullen handball. Hannon to get on the end of it. He does. Left foot snap's going to work. So they've kicked 3 in the turn, Melbourne.
To cope with Jeremy McGovern in this final. Given away free kicks. Ryan looked at Lewis and said, I have got the wheels to take everyone on. Liam, flying Ryan, takes a bounce, runs to 60, pops it over the top, free kick.
Jeez, how good is that? He's so exciting, this bloke.
Look at this, he goes, no, I've got you covered, Jordan, for pace. Handballs it out in front, has a look around, takes the game on. Coaches love that.
Kicks on the half volley to Melcham was a very good pickup. Hannon's on his bike. If he can have the bounce work for him, it does just, and then he gets mown down by Duggan.
At the front, Darling.
Kennedy, he's
bounced that through. Jack Darling, what about the leg break it took? It's through for a goal. Darling saw. We'll come back and tell you about that. That man is just a magnet for the ball when it's in the air. It follows him, doesn't it?
Kicks to a really dangerous spot and Harms. Great elevation. Disputed ball, centre of the ground. Ryan ran past it, a little soccer ball. Now Venables ducked out of the tackle, got the handball going forward. Darling thumps a handball to Hutchings. Kennedy makes forward space for him. Hutchings takes the responsibility himself and dribbles it through.
Just to entertain himself in these final minutes. High ball to half forward. Vardy got crashed through. Lacroix, Rioli. Look at him just cruise in and nail another goal for the West Coast Eagles. Great moment that is. Yep.
Brayshaw went and found it on the ground, gave it to Jones. And that's out of bounds, but there's your siren. The West Coast Eagles are through to the 2018 Grand Final.
For the final day of the trade period, the only place to see all the action unfold is on afl.com.au. Our video stream begins live from 5 p.m. We'll be there. Exclusive access to the clubs. Exclusive access to where the trade deals go down. Barrett, Wallace, Corns. And all our news-breaking afl.com.au team will have every angle covered. The best and, more importantly, the most accurate trade news in the country. It's big. And on the final day, the only place to watch all the excitement, the drama, the player moves as they happen, is on afl.com.au and the live official AFL app. Wednesday, October 17, live from 5 p.m.